Test, test. Test, test. Hello, hello. Test, 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 test. Testing, hello. Testing, hello. Testing, hello. Testing, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hello, 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 hello. All right. Audio appears to be working. All right, everybody. Welcome to Greenfield-Central High School as we get ready to tip off the JV game. We're a little late getting started here, getting everything set up. Had some technical difficulties. I'm Michael Gallion. Joined tonight, we got a three-man team by Aaron Spalding and Lincoln Schilling running the camera and trying to pull double duty, running the camera and talking. So,
looking forward to some good basketball tonight.
Great rivalry that we're about to watch.
Yep, the Saggards look pretty close. I'm not overly familiar with the JV, but I assume that fairly evenly matched as well. So looking forward to a good night of basketball.
I just realized they moved their scoreboard. So I gotta redo some stuff here for the scoreboard. You guys go ahead.
Gavin Schultz looked like he tried to hedge a screen right there and got out there, made a little contact, started with a foul.
Board there by Poindexter. He's going to push the pace.
Starting a little zoom action coming off there.
Tried to go in there to Morris. It's going to result in turnover.
Didn't get his feet planted right there. A lot of times in basketball, that pivot foot is crucial. Kids will pick that up before their pivot foot, before the ball hits the floor. We concentrate a lot on footwork to make sure those types of things don't happen.
Good pass into Z. He's going to lay it up for two. Good pass there by Poindexter.
Good action there. Drew Morris gets a nice back screen. Greenfield doesn't switch, leads to a layup.
Three there by Swift.
Same action there where we lost our pivot foot. Both Greenfield now and Eastern's done it each time, one time. Turn the ball over.
Travel there on the Cougars.
Yeah, he got caught up there a little bit. Brought it back down. Didn't let go of it. There was some contact there from Eastern, but he never let go of the ball, which made it a travel when he came down.
Z for three. That's good. Poindexter to Z again.
Last few games, I was not at the game last night, but I know Luke Zelinga's really run a good job picking up the scoring. I know Coach Gallion said the last night we shot it really well.
Yeah, everybody, I believe everybody but Drew hit a three. Maybe, I can't remember if Jake Maurer hit one. Jake Maurer had a couple good looks. He may have been the only one to not hit one, but I think we hit 9 or 10 threes in the JV game.
Looks like Cash Poindexter came down on his ankle. It's a little gimpy. Trainer's going to take a look at it. Hopefully he'll be able to make it back in the game tonight.
That means Jake Maurer is going to check in for the Royals. Rebound by Zelinga. Kick to Maurer. It's going to get blocked. Transition here for the Cougars. Spin move's good.
Nice spin move there. He made the contact, then came back, finished with the left hand. And did a nice job making contact, using it, then getting to the rim for the score.
Maurer turns it over and picks up a foul.
Foul number 11, Jake Maurer, his first, team third.
And that 3 fouls here early in the first quarter, not going to be a recipe for success because you can see just the athleticism of this Greenfield team. You don't want to get yourself in foul trouble against a team that can move like they
we
can.
may be without starter. I'm not sure what Cash's ankle's like.
Egan with the bucket.
Egan's had a couple back-to-back buckets here. He's gotten in the lane twice to finish. Did a nice job. Got to make sure we keep him out of the lane.
Cougar foul number 32, Gabe Everhart, his first, team first.
Everhart's going to pick up the foul on Maurer. Noah to inbound here. Finds Z in the corner. Looks like we were kind of trying to get into the Drew. Finds Z on the back door, just can't hit the layup.
Yeah, just too strong on that one from Zelinga.
We got to do a better job in transition. He missed a shot, but that's way too open a look to give up.
7-5 here. We got 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
What they're running right there, something we call ISO, where they're getting a back screen on the four-man or the guy in the slot, and then we screen the screener looking for somebody at the top of the key area looking for a jump shot. So either they got somebody coming on the back screen to the strong side for a layup, or they're looking for a 3 action up top right there.
That's something we see quite a bit with our varsity, isn't it, too?
Yep, they'll run the same thing later on this evening.
Rebound by Zelinga, tipped around.
Yeah, good hustle there. Limited them to 1 chance.
Drew to Schultz to Noah. Back to Zelinga.
We're going to have to do some to break down the defense. We're not getting enough. Luke gets in the lane right there.
No foul there. Looked like we were looking for one.
Did seem like he got him a little bit on the hand there.
Air ball rebounded by Noah.
That's got to be a foul.
Yeah, Schultz just got pushed.
Cougar foul number 15, Logan Presley, his first, team
The only thing I didn't like there when Zelinga lost the ball or got caught across the time, whatever, it became a 4-on-1. We had 4 guys behind their entire team right there. We got to get back a little quicker than that.
Well, that's certainly, that's a
play
thing
there.
that a lot of kids struggle with is you have a turnover, you make a mistake, and you're not moving on to the next play quick enough. And so one bad play or one negative play turns into 2. Fortunately, they didn't get a bucket. We got a tie game here.
Yeah, it was an inbound pass, Noah to Drew for 2. Rebounded by Schultz. Minute left. Drew for 3.
In and out.
He must have been upset last night he didn't get his 3, so he's getting
I know,
it.
he's trying right now.
Travel there on
Yep.
Swift.
back into the Cougars for 3, Noah Benjamin.
Greenfield coming off a big conference game last night against Newcastle. Royals coming off a win, Used to be a sectional opponent in Union County. I'd like to see them be a sectional opponent again.
Yeah, we'd love to be in the Hagerstown sectional again.
Good.
That time Drew broke the defense down, took it up strong. He's going to go to the line for 2.
Team third. Morris at the line for 2.
Both Greenfield teams win last night, Galleon.
I was driving home from Union County. I didn't get to watch and see.
I know
the varsity did,
the
but
varsity won, I think 59-50, if my memory serves me correct.
Yep.
Drew knocks down both free throws, give the Royals a 2-point lead. A little bit of confusion on who we had right there,
Yep.
and they end up with an easy layup. Got to make sure we don't make that mistake.
All tied up at 9 here.
$15 left here. Ooh.
Benjamin
Going-
just took it away from him.
And then he picks up a foul.
Kind of what you mentioned earlier, we got a turnover leading to some fast break opportunities for Greenfield. It's going to be important we be strong with the ball. Greenfield is applying good defensive pressure, so we're going to have to be real strong with the ball, take care of it, and make sure they don't get opportunities in transition. I do believe that Greenfield may have the softest rims in the state. I've thought that for a long time. I think you'll see a lot of balls bounce in tonight. I know our kids always enjoyed shooting here.
Why don't you go loosen up our rims in our gym?
Maybe I can go, have Ken Wisman get some screws a little bit looser.
Maurer.
Oh, he's going to the line. We'll take that.
Yeah, because that wasn't really – that was a bad foul by Benjamin because I don't think
Yeah.
Maurer was going to make that shot the way he was
it
moving.
was not a great shot, and it's, under a second left. Jake had to shoot it because there wasn't any time on the clock, but that was a low percentage shot, but now we're going to the line for 2.
Maurer hits the first to make it an 11-10 game. Us 3.
Maurer, no good on the second. And Greenfield-Central will take a 1-point lead, 11-10 into the second quarter here. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back after this word from 9 Star.
Are you a 9-Star Connect electric customer? Did you know the same great service you trust for your electricity can power your connection to the digital world? That's because high-speed fiber internet is available to your home. Experience internet without limits, lightning fast speeds with no data caps, all with expert support available 24/7, 365 days a year. From electricity to internet, we're your trusted local connection. The power to connect is already here. Visit 9starconnect.com today.
Cry.
She did cry. So 11-10 here, getting ready to start the second quarter of the JV game. Greenfield-Central on top here. I believe it's Hall of Fame night, isn't it?
I
Did I see
believe
that?
you're
I
correct
saw-
on that. I believe, I'm not sure who's being inducted, but I do believe it's Hall of Fame. Speaking of which, I believe our Hall of Fame is January 31st against Triton Central.
Yep.
I believe we have a couple inductees.
I hadn't heard how many.
I believe we have a couple inductees
Good.
this year, so you have to come and check that out. I'm not sure if I noticed Cash Poindexter's mom said his ankle had swelled up, but I think she took him some pain meds. I don't know if he might be ibuprofen.
Yeah, he's back on the bench.
Not
so.
sure if he's going to make it back in or not.
Meanwhile, the 5 to start the second quarter here is Schultz, Noah, Maurer, Shelley, and Morris. Shelley checked in there at the end of the quarter.
Nice job, Drew Morris.
Morris pull-up jumper.
Nice little touch right there for the big man. Hit a little 15-footer.
Drew didn't have his best game last night, so hopefully he can bounce back here tonight against his old school.
Yeah, offensively, as another three there by Ethan Swift. Offensively, Drew's been efficient, but really hasn't scored as much as he, was last year. Here these last couple games, just kind of been fine, but I'd like to see him be a little more dominant with his size and strength.
We got a little horns action. Yeah, that's another turnover. It's going to lead to an easy shot and a bucket for Greenfield. Got to cut out the turnovers, especially the ones that, in football terms, that lead to pick sixes, where turnover is going to lead to a layup on the other end. Nice backdoor cut by Drew. We're running an action there we called Butler, which they're going to hit the wing, scissors cut off the top. Drew's supposed to step out for ball reversal. Greenfield overplayed that, and he did a nice job cutting back door. We got him the pass, and he's going to go to the line.
Looks like Poindexter's good to go. He's getting ready to check back in.
It's good news for the Royals. Looks like we got a slew of guys coming in.
Yep, Zalinga and Maverick Burke as well. No
Rebound
good.
by Poindexter.
Ah.
They'll get the basket and the foul.
Ankle must be okay.
Yep.
Like to see the activity there by Cash. A lot of potential there. He's got good length, some good athleticism, good hands.
Missed the free throw, but
Got
Morris
another
is there for the
offensive rebound.
rebound.
So for Greenfield, that is a big frustration if you give up offensive rebounds on free throws. Going to have to get somebody break the ball down on the dribble. Or we could also go in the post is an effective way to get it inside. We're in that Butler action again. Trying to hit Luke Zalinga on the back screen there. Not a bad look, just got to execute better.
Cougars lead 16-15 with a little under 5 minutes to go. Spin move. That's a good shot.
That was a good move. He got in there, made his contact, made that spin move. Second time tonight, they've gotten the lane, utilized the spin, got a bucket.
He just picked up another foul. I think is that his third?
I don't know what amount of foul. I think we might have got away with one there. I didn't see a whole lot of contact on that. But we will certainly take it. We've been to the line. We've gotten to the line several times tonight. I'm sure Coach Gallion is keeping track of that, but I don't know the total number. But we've been to the foul line. I'm going to say about our 10th free throw.
Yeah, for GC, they gave up a lot of offensive rebounds. They're also fouling us a lot. So
once again, that's way too open a shot to give up, and we got to do a better job with our transition defense right now. Oh, he's there.
Poindexter for three.
Ooh. He had Luke wide open underneath. I just don't think he saw him.
No one picked him up. He almost had a wide open layup.
Yeah, Once again, they're getting in transition. Our transition defense has got to get better.
Goes into Drew. Good pass. Ooh, yep. There's
Go
another
to the line
foul.
again. That's good. Gavin got the ball into Drew Morris in the post. Made a nice little cut. Found Gavin. Cut into the basket. Going to go back to the line. Like I said, I think this is maybe 11 and 12 on the evening. I think for the most part right now we're shooting about 50%. Hopefully Gavin can get 2 here. He makes the first.
Gavin misses the second. Off at the rebound by Morris. Back out to Schultz. Going to drive in. Oh, no good.
Nice little drive by Gavin. Another points in transition. I would say of Greenfield's 21 points, more than half of those have come directly in transition. I think we get that shored up. We give ourselves a good opportunity to win the basketball game. That's got to be something we talk about at halftime.
Oh, another offensive rebound. Drew just didn't catch it clean. Otherwise, it would probably have been a layup.
Yeah, he probably he didn't have a good handle on. I think if he gathered himself and going up strong, I think he would have had a better opportunity for a score.
Foul on Schultz.
World foul number 0, Gavin Schultz, his second, team first this quarter. Cade Negan at the line for 2.
That's 2 on Gavin. Right now, it'd be tough for us to lose him. He's got 2. Right now, he's our best point guard, and it's going to be tough to not have him. So with him out, we're going to have to do a great job handling the ball in the half court. We struggled tonight, maybe turned over for some transition points. We got to make sure, do a good job handling it. They're going to bring the pressure right now with Gavin out. It's going to be important how we handle this. This is an important part of the game right here. So we want to make sure we go into halftime and the score is in a reasonable amount.
There's just harassing Drew down there. Resulting in a turnover.
They got him buried underneath the backboard. And when you're underneath the backboard, there's not a whole lot you could do. He shuffled his pivot feet and traveled.
Unless you've got Dr. J's athleticism.
I don't think Julius Irvin's going to be here tonight, so we're going to have to settle on just doing good fundamental things.
Swift wide open for 3. Misses it, though. Noah grabs the rebound.
Right here, this last 2 minutes, a big part. Right now, we're trailing by 5. I think it's important we go in there.
No good there from Drew.
Like to see us maybe. Once again, that's transition right there. They're getting down the floor and getting into actions real quick before we can really get our defense set. They haven't scored a whole bunch in the half court. I think we need to be a little more patient there.
And there's another, although they didn't get a shot up.
There we go. Rebound by Poindexter. Poindexter for 3. Ooh.
One thing I have pointed out, you mentioned a couple minutes ago, but the last 90 seconds of a quarter and the first 90 seconds of the next quarter is somewhere I've kind of watched Coach Bechtel's teams for years, and we have excelled in that stretch of ending a quarter and finishing a quarter strong.
Yeah, those are important factors, especially kind of with the theme we're on right now, the way you finish a half and start a half. is crucial. Right now, unfortunately, thus far with about 40 seconds to play, this last few seconds have been tough.
Yeah. But that's when I always feel like at this point some guys are going – they're mentally getting a little checked out with 37 seconds left. They're like, all right, we got 37 seconds till halftime, and it's important to kind of step on the gas right now.
Right, well, just think about it. If you have a 7-point game and you have the ball and you get a 2 or a 3, you could go in down 4.
Yep.
But if you turn it over, you could end up trailing by double digits. Well, that's a big difference at halftime and your mental outlook and how you can prepare for the second half.
Yeah, it's 2 threes in a row by them, that have
Basket by Zelinga.
important one there from Z.
Let's get a stop right here at the end of the half.
They don't know how much time's on the clock. I think that was after the horn. What do you think?
That was close.
They said it counted.
Watch on the replay.
Was it out of his hand?
I can't tell.
That's
it looks like the ball's still in his hand.
It was very close. But here's the thing with us right there. That's once again, in transition, we did not do a good job. We did not get the ball stopped. They were able to break us down, and they were able to, get a shot. And now those are the things. So I think what Coach Paxton's going to want to talk about in the second half, or going into halftime for the second half, is our transition defense.
Yeah, I think that's been the key there. 33-19. If people are wondering, their scoreboard moves. Their scoreboard is a video board that moves, and I'm not going to keep chasing where the scoreboard is. So I'm going to leave. Our camera points at the scoreboard, so it looks like 4-0 right now.
That's what I'll say here at Eastern Hancock. You're always going to have a stationary scoreboard.
Well, we hope, because you get out the football field with some high wind, we might not have a stationary scoreboard.
If it's not stationary, then we got some other problems as well.
So 33-19 Cougars here at halftime of the JV game. We'll be back after these words from the IHSAA.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome into our weekly conversation with the Commissioner. It's the Commissioner's Corner with Paul Neidig. I'm Brendan King. Paul, busy time of year, including this weekend with the girls wrestling state finals coming up at the Coliseum over at the fairgrounds, January 16th. And Paul, what can you say about girls wrestling and how that sport continues to emerge and grow?
Well, first of all, the growth is we knew once we developed a platform within our system for new sports to come on board and grow and give student athletes additional opportunities, that girls wrestling would quickly rise to the front. And when we did this several years ago, it took just 2 short years for girls wrestling to go from emerging, they weren't even in our system, to a fully recognized state championship sport. And we just have continued to see growth in girls sports and our girls wrestling, and we're excited about that. And I think we're right around the corner. And maybe this coming Friday, we'll see another girl that wins a state championship that will move on to great things on the Olympic level, like other girls in the state of Indiana have done. And so we're really excited about that platform, that opportunity for these girls to show what they love, and that's wrestling.
You and I have talked a lot about emerging sports, whether that's, girls flag football, girls lacrosse, wrestling, as you said, with that quick path. The process of emerging sports and building them and growing them for your team, what can you say about the significance of that and the process of it to get to this point, like you said?
Well, I think it's important. We're all about opportunity for students. And, we want to provide as many opportunities as we can. And that we had our rules, the way they were originally written, probably was not going to be an opportunity for another sport to come on. And so 4 years ago now, we took on that task to look at those rules and and we made some adjustments, and we've seen now additional opportunities. So that 160,000 student athletes that we serve on an annual basis is going to grow because of additional opportunities, and that's something that we're very excited about.
Girls basketball pairing show coming up in about a week and a half. Hard to believe. And then the boys will follow shortly after for basketball. So, hey, it's a great time of year. It's a busy time of year for you guys. Swimming and diving is going to be coming up in less than a month. I feel like February is a big underrated month for you guys that's packed with just tons of power.
Yeah, February just, it really, obviously this coming Friday, the girls wrestling kicks off our tournament season for the winter, but February, certainly every weekend, we've got something going on. And, it's an opportunity to follow your school. You can go to ihsaa.org and get all of our tournament information and see where your team is playing and get out and watch those student athletes, because it's still pure. It's still homegrown. It's still kids that are going to go back and contribute to their communities, participating in high school sports. And I would just encourage people to get out there and watch these students. They've been practicing their skill all fall and all winter, and now it's time for them to put it on the line for a potential berth in the state championship venue.
Last thing, we were talking last week about your time at the Rose Bowl and getting to watch Indiana and meeting with your colleagues across the country. Well, since that point, Indiana has punched their ticket in the national championship game, Indiana football. And, I know that you guys partner with the Colts and you guys partner with all kinds of professional organizations around the state. But, when, Indiana University is in the national championship for football, and I know a lot of folks down in Bloomington, what does that mean for you as a guy that grew up in this state as well?
Well, it's certainly the spotlight on what we know is a wonderful state. Our collegiates, all of our colleges, we're rich in colleges here in the state of Indiana. And, but this time we stepped that aside and we're going to root for one. And, it's these Hoosiers have really caught Indiana by storm and, really a national audience. And we're excited about that. And I know Scott Dolson and Coach Zanetti has worked hard to bring Indiana football and Indiana University to the forefront. And I'm excited for both of those individuals. And again, the student athletes that get to participate at Indiana University. And I'm going to be tuning in next Monday night, rooting on those Hoosiers.
Paul Neidig, he's the commissioner of the IHSAA. It's the Commissioner's Corner. Paul, always appreciate the time. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, Brendan. Hey, thank you for doing what you do for the student athletes in this great state.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
We all need to eat more vegetables, but we run into the same problems every time we go to eat them. Carrots and peas just have no flavor. Beans and Brussels sprouts have side effects that will send children running in fear. But there is one vegetable that everyone loves. It's corn. And when it comes to corn, there's only one name to trust: Paxton Farms. Paxton Farms sweet corn has been your go-to source of corn in Hancock County for years. So head on down and grab some. And when you think of corn, think Paxton Farms.
With 9-Star Connect high-speed fiber internet, there's no choosing between speed and reliability. You get both. Lightning-fast internet with no data caps and equal upload and download speeds means everyone gets what they need when they need it. Stream, game, work, and connect all at the same time without missing a beat. All backed by our 24/7, 365 expert support team, because your connection should be the last thing you worry about. Switch today. Visit 9starconnect.com.
As more club and travel sports pop up every year, they often muddy the waters on what the purpose of sports should be for student athletes at this age.
But high school sports are different.
It's not about becoming the best athletes, it's about becoming the best people.
It's not about scholarships, it's about coaches mentoring you, camaraderie with your teammates, and the connection you build with your school community. It's not about year-round training. It's about developing resilience, responsibility, and a strong work ethic for life.
It's not about what am I going to get out of this, it's about playing for something bigger than yourself, for your team, your school, and your entire community.
High school sports help us grow in ways that will serve us for the rest of our lives, not just in the game.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support what makes education-based athletics different by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing students as people. This is fulfilling a greater purpose. This is your IHSAA.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
My days of playing basketball for North Posey High School are still some of my favorite memories. Years later, I can still remember the feeling of wearing my Vikings jersey proudly and representing my community. I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and these student athletes know how that feels.
It's an honor to represent my school and wear their name, to have the entire community rooting for my success, to contribute to my school's legacy and all the student athletes who came before me. I'm Josie Campbell, and I'm a proud Brownsburg Bulldog.
Playing high school sports gives me a sense of ownership in my school. I get the chance to have a positive impact on my school's reputation, to help carry out our traditions, and to be the best person and player I can be. I'm Jet Wolfley, and I'm a proud Terre Haute North Patriot.
Demonstrate your pride by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is promoting school spirit. This is making your community proud. This is your IHSAA.
As a 9-Star Connect Electric customer, you're already connected to something powerful. Now, get connected to something even more powerful. High-speed fiber internet in your home. Experience the 9-Star difference. And expert technical support available 24/7, 365 days a year. From powering your home to powering your internet, experience our trusted service in a new way. Make the switch to 9-Star Connect Fiber Internet today. Visit 9-Star Connect.
All right, folks, we're back here getting ready to start the second half. Eastern Hancock Royals trail the Greenfield-Central Cougars here in the JV game, 33-19.
While we're heading into the second half, I want to congratulate our 7th grade girls basketball team today. They were Mid-Eastern Conference champs. It'll be the last time we participate in that tournament, as we'll be sliding into, or forming, maybe is a better word, the ECC next year.
Looks like Maverick Burke's going to take Drew Morris' spot, as he's going to sit the third quarter most likely.
I know Drew, I'm not sure if they're saving him for the varsity, but he was really gassed at the end of the half and may just need a little bit of time to be ready to go for the second half.
The third, though, is normally when we save him the quarter. So
okay.
That's normally his.
That is the normal time.
I'll say Z stepped out of bounds.
Not so sure he didn't get a little help from Greenfield there, but
yeah, Everhart.
According to the official, no.
It's a scramble for the
good hustle
ball
there from Schultz, tying up Benjamin. It's going to be a Royal ball. Aaron, when I was at Newcastle last week for the girls' game, I was talking to some people who are very excited about the new conference.
Yeah, we are very excited about it. I think it's a lot of schools who similar competitively. I think there's going to be some great matchups. I think every conference game in most sports is going to be competitive and have lots of meaning. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited about it.
So Schultz got tripped up there. Looks like he's in a little bit of pain.
He's fine. He's tough.
Oh, yeah. Looks like Swift's going to come back in. Hopefully he doesn't hit 4 more threes in the second half.
Did he hit 4?
Yep.
Is that what he hit?
They had 6 threes as a team, and he hit 4.
I didn't realize he hit. I knew they hit several. I didn't realize he had 4 of those. So, yes, we're going to have to make sure. I know at least 2 or 3 of those were just transition, them breaking the defense or just finding him in the corner. So we got to do a better job there.
And then, of course, that one at the end where it was just like a buzzer beater. And
yeah, but once again, it was in transition. We didn't get the ball stopped, let them get too far, and they got a good look.
They're going to take another one. Benjamin.
Benjamin was just taller than Schultz.
And so with Drew out of the lineup here, you know, we're going to have to. It's going to have to be rebound by committee here.
Poindexter 2 feet over to Schultz, who's going to take the three.
I think he got a piece of that.
Yeah. Didn't look clean. I think someone might have tipped it.
Well, we've got the length. I mean, Cash is 6'3", Zelinga's 6'4". Brennan Noah is officially 5'11", but he plays bigger than that.
A lot of times, yes, we do have the length, but a lot of times it's your ability and your ability to be strong and get the people out. So, you know, we got to make sure we do a good job of really boxing out and driving people out.
Swift just had another three.
Yeah,
Zelinga match it. And right now I don't think we want to get in a three-point shooting contest with these guys.
Good defense there from Burke. Stepped over to help.
Yep, got tapped over to Poindexter.
The thing about this Cougar defense is it's definitely putting the pressure on us to shoot up a bad shot. Haven't been able to get the offense going late in the second quarter and then early in this third quarter.
Everhart again with the miss. Zelinga with the rebound.
I think we've settled the last couple times with some not so great shots. They're really applying pressure right now. And right there, probably somebody's going to have to step up there and help Gavin. That's a lot of ball pressure. We're probably going to have to get that ball released quicker.
That's a big stop and a big and one for the Cougars.
Yeah.
Who is that foul on?
That was on Brennan Noah.
Okay, so that was not on Gavin. I did not pay attention because that would have been 3 on Gavin.
Yep, so only Brennan's first.
So right now they've doubled us up. And this is going to be one of those things we're not going to get it all back at once. And I think if you're Coach Paxton right now, you're just wanting to play good basketball this last 10 minutes or so of the game. You're wanting to execute on the offensive end, guard, get out, especially on the Swift kid, not giving him any more good looks. Make sure you get good transition defense and build for next week. We'd like to give ourselves still a chance to win this. But right now I think the bigger thing you want to do is you just want to play good basketball.
Yeah, I just heard Coach Paxton say in the huddle, stay together, which I think is a good way to put it. If they don't stay together, this game's going to turn out a lot uglier than they're going to want it to be.
Now, Aaron, were you ever one to break it down like, okay, we got 3.5 here by the 1:30 mark. Yeah. Let's try to win the next 2 minutes. Let's try to win.
Yeah, I remember one year, and I can't remember if it was 21 or 22, we got in a mode where we just were playing 4-minute games.
Yeah.
And where we would say, okay, we got to win this 4 minutes, and then we'll win that 4 minutes, and so on and so forth. And especially that's the kind of thing where maybe in a game that's kind of got away from you, that you focus on, do you want to play well? So, okay, let's, we may not win the game, but we can win this next 4 minutes.
Yep.
Greenfield's going to stick with the pressure.
I would do that a lot in JV football.
Yeah.
Especially with young kids. You're talking about a JV game. You get down by 20 here.
Yep.
It's going to be tough to come all the way back for the win.
Yeah, but you can win the next 4 minutes. You can, I think what's really important with teams and kids and, I've always thought that, if you want to play as well as you can, so maybe somebody's better than you, but if the best we can do is get beat by 20, then we want to get beat by 20. I mean, not 30 and 40.
Yep.
So I think it's important that we stay competitive here, play good basketball, And you never know. Maybe give yourself a chance to win the game when it's over.
Looks like Frakes is in for the Royals. Kick over to Poindexter. He's going to drive in.
I like the move there. It did not finish, but I like Cash getting downhill right there, taking it strong, tempted to use the left hand. Does appear to be limping a little bit.
Point out for Frakes, Landon Frakes had probably his best game of the season last night. He played really well, both sides of the ball.
Good for him.
Another basket from Nicholson.
That's just a real simple, nice job by Greenfield. They got penetration, drew a little help, got it kicked, hit a jump shot.
We had the back door if Gavin had caught that one clean, but again, just real active hands from Greenfield.
They're doing a nice job giving us pressure. Which has, caused us. I don't know our turnover numbers right now, but it's more than we want.
Nicholson just picked up his third foul.
Yeah, my daughter has my phone where I get my stats sent to me, so. And there's another one, just couldn't get the ball in.
Yeah, we didn't do a good job screening or cutting on that out of bounds play. We just weren't sharp enough. Our screens weren't strong, and our cuts weren't hard. Therefore, you find yourself not open.
Part of this, we haven't seen a JV team, good block by Zelinga, but then nobody there for the rebound as Egan gets the putback. We haven't seen a JV team that's just played with this kind of energy and length since November, early December, New Pal maybe.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. How did we do against New Pal? I know we got beat, but I can't remember. Oh, I know I don't remember because I was down. We played freshmen that night as well.
Yeah.
And so I was down in our other gym during that game, so I didn't see the JV game.
I believe it ended up being a running clock with like the last 15 seconds they got it to 35. Okay. So it was a similar game to what this looks like. But we just a lot of the JV teams we've played have been ground and pound, slow it down, and we haven't seen a team that wants to push the pace like this in some time.
Well, the good thing about this for us, I mean, this for these JV kids right now, you're seeing, a little bit closer. All these kids on the floor, I imagine, have aspirations to play varsity basketball, and this JV is going to be more similar to varsity caliber play that we'll see. So this is where they can get better. I mean, if it's important that kids utilize these times to not just, duck their head and, hey, we're getting beat, but use the time to get better.
Those points, the first points of the quarter for the Royals, those Zelinga free throws. Tough shot there by Allender.
Go ahead.
Right there, we've just got to V-cut and do a better job where we are more open. I mean, Greenfield is applying a lot of pressure, and this is where your cuts matter a lot, and just we're just not cutting hard enough.
Well, is that an example of that gets us open most nights in a JV game?
Exactly. So, last night I'm sure it would have been no issue, but competition, what it does, it exposes things you need to work on, and that's what I'm talking about. You got to use these times. There's kids and there's teams that just duck their head and don't try to get better, and then there's those who use this time to get better, and that's what we've always been proud of our teams. We use these times to get better. See right there, he just didn't cut.
I think Coach Paxton's head might explode right now.
Yeah. What and I need my telestrator here, but I don't have. What I'm looking for is when it's see right we're making is a straight line cut. So let's say we're at the elbow, we're trying to cut directly instead of in a V motion that gets the defense leaning another way, and that will give you a little bit of opening to secure the basketball.
That you were talking about, this competition exposes those things and makes you better.
Yes.
Gives your coaches things. I was talking to a couple of our girls. So our girls are playing right now down in Edgewood.
Yep.
And Union Modoc didn't have a team for this season, so we replaced Union Modoc
with Edgewood.
And Edgewood, I believe, is 12-4 or 12 and
they're
something.
a nice team.
And so, talking to the girls, they were actually excited. Hey, we picked up another good team.
Yes,
like Edgewood's
absolutely.
going to make us better for the tournament than. And again, I don't know what Union looked like, but obviously, if they didn't have enough to field a team, it probably would not have been a pretty game. So
this is definitely going to be, this is going to be a good, as the girls, maybe not have quite as good a record this year, but I think their competition will prepare them better, and I think that is what. And that's kind of what the new conference is going to do as well. The competition, we feel the competition makes you better. So that's what we're looking for, and we're excited to have coming up.
Nicholson at the line here. Couldn't get the and one, missed the first free throw too. Rolls in the second. Those soft rims you were talking about.
Yes, that's another straight line cut. We are not V cutting to get open right there, and that's what we're going to have to do is make a V cut. And there, what happened there, although we did get the ball inbounds, screens are a lot of times not effective right there because all they're going to do is switch them.
Yep.
So you have to cut hard.
Good take there by Shelley.
That is a good, strong move by Caleb right there. Got going downhill left, and he's going to go to the line. That's kind of what we were doing in the first half, is getting to the basket and getting to the line, and that's kind of what we have not done as much of this half, and hopefully as we finish this game up, we'll get to the line several more times.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought we started off the game really strong, and then Greenfield amped up their pressure, and it kind of sped us up to make the wrong decisions.
Gonna get the travel call. Nicholson thought he got bumped, but Caleb in pretty good position. Shelley.
Nice fake right there by Caleb. Oh. Great move. Just got to finish. Just got to finish. Good move. Like the move. Good shot fake. Just got to finish. It's all right.
Cougars got moving too fast there and turned it over.
Yep.
Ethan Swift coming back in. He got 15 points on the night.
Good attack there from Bird. Just couldn't convert on the floaters, layup, jump shot.
Whatever you want to call that.
Oh, yeah.
So half-court heave, no good. And into the third quarter here of the JV game, the Cougars lead the Royals 49-22. We'll be back after this word from Dave's Car Wash.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
Thank you to Dave's Express Care Car Wash and Grill here in Greenfield, Indiana. You can always stop by and get your car washed at the Lava Bath, or get a Zuper tenderloin there. I always get mine with a side of gravy.
You get tenderloins at the car wash?
Best tenderloin in Hancock County.
Really? I am gluten-free, so I cannot have gluten. It sounds great, though.
You can't have a tenderloin?
No, those are breaded.
Yeah, I know, but I guess I didn't think about what was in the breading.
Yeah, anything that's breaded generally, unfortunately, that takes me out of a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, and a grilled tenderloin just isn't the same.
Yeah, exactly. That kind of defeats the purpose. Heading into this end of the fourth quarter, I think it's kind of what we talked about. I think right now you're talking about competing, winning this quarter. I believe, I'm not sure, I think the score was, 49-22 at the quarter?
Yep.
So I think you're talking about, okay, let's win this quarter. It's down 27, so right now we're down 2. I think Coach Paxton right there is talking to Jake about improving his passing angle with the dribble. He was at the top of the key and tried to feed that, and just need to take a couple dribbles toward the wing, have much better angle to enter the ball in the post.
Good board there by Drew. He had good position.
Yeah, I think, that's one thing that I noticed in the third quarter. They were better on the boards, and that was a direct relation to Drew not being in the basketball game.
Yep.
Drew with the and one.
Well, right now they're trying to guard Drew with Colt Legner, and Colt is just not big enough in height nor.
Looks like they just called an offensive foul on Drew.
Yeah, I thought they were going to get an and one, but they went the other way with it.
I don't know if I agree with
Well,
that.
they gave us the points, though.
Oh.
They did give either that. He must not cut unless they say it's after. Well, if it was, yeah. Regardless, I think there was a rule, something that was mixed up there, because if he called it, unless he called the offensive foul after the ball left his hands,
I guess that could be it.
Supposedly, that could maybe be it.
We'll say that's what it is for our statistician who's
There you
listening
go.
to us, trying to figure out what exactly happened there, too.
Little Euro step in transition. Yep. Once again, we got to do a better job when we turn the ball over of getting back, and those, they can't become layups for them.
53-24, Cougars lead here with 5 minutes to go.
Drew's got him. That kid cannot guard him in the post. I think we need to take a look at that again right there. Now they've switched it up right there.
I think, although Z should be able to.
They're switching basically every screen, so that's why Drew's ended up with mismatches, because what they're doing is switching every screen. So we could use that to our favor. Little zoom action there.
He's probably going to dunk this, and he does. So he's going to take the three. A little short on that one. Three, that's good.
Basket for Cade Deegan.
That makes it 34, so one more point away from the running clock here. Right idea from Maurer. Just too tall for Zelinga.
Schultz is going to check in for Burke.
Yeah, I think, when Gavin is our really only true point guard right now we have on the JV roster. And when he's out, we've kind of struggled handling it.
Benjamin can't get it to go. Drew with another rebound.
Good move
Love
there
the
by
move
Maurer.
there. Nice move by Jake Maurer. Good, strong move. Got to the rim, laid it up and in. Like it.
Finally got those points he was looking for last night.
Yep.
From last night.
Swift gets rejected by Zelinga, and
that's right. Luke does have something that, a really good length. He is a solid 6'4". I believe that's what he's listed as. And he's got a lot of arms too. Not sure what his wingspan is, but I imagine it's a lot.
Yeah, I think he's already got I think he's got 3 blocks tonight.
Maurer comes away with that rebound there.
Slow it up.
Swift into Benjamin.
They missed Nicholson just staying under the basket. Drew with the fast break.
Drew's going to take the fast break 3. It's good.
With that in mind, going back to what we talked about at the beginning of the quarter, we were down 27 at the quarter.
Yep.
We're down 29. Okay. This is where you got 2:30. Let's win the quarter.
Yep.
Sheesh.
Now that's a kid. I believe that's at least his second 3. I believe it's his 3rd.
Yeah.
You just can't let him have a clean look. He has proven he can make it. Maybe I'm not sure what his percentage is on the year, but that he just had basically a horse shot. It was a foot or 2 behind the line, but he got to make him earn that.
I don't know what Greenfield's 3-point percentage is, but it's got to be over 50. They cannot miss tonight.
And I know talking with Coach Paxton before the game, he said they shoot well as a team. It's not just a fluke thing.
Yeah, I think I can't remember. He said they average quite a bit.
They average over 60 a game, which right now they're
at JV,
61.
That's a lot of points because you're looking at a 28-minute game.
Shorter game, and typically if you were
a varsity,
60
points. A lot of varsities don't average 60 points.
We only average 64 for our varsity.
Yeah, a lot of varsities, and that's that's more than they average. So yeah, it's a lot of points. There's that ISO action we talked about earlier. They're screening the screener. I like that pull up by Brennan. Little left, little dribble, got to the elbow. I really liked. I think it's a little bit of not a little bit. It is a lot of a lost art in basketball. Is that mid-range jumper, especially when you get to about 15 feet. I think that could be an effective shot. Now I don't really like 17 or 18 feet pull-up jumpers, but if you get to 15 feet, I think you can shoot a high percentage. And it also keeps defensive guessing on whether you're going all the way to the rim or pulling up.
There's a guy from Wapahani that played a couple years ago. His name's Isaac Andrews. He mastered that move.
Yep, he was an awful good player. Well, he's still a good player. He's at IWU right now, Indiana Wesleyan.
Is that where Julius Gizzi from New Pal is as well?
He is.
He is.
I checked a couple weeks ago. They're both averaging around 11 points per game, so looks like pretty good freshman and sophomore seasons. Cougars lead by 30, under a minute to go.
We want to play to the buzzer. I think they've got some subs in here.
Yeah, Royals do too. It's the bench 4 plus Brennan Noah.
I think they may be content to run it out right here. They have not, at this point, done anything to indicate that they're looking to shoot the basketball.
Yeah, that's got to be out of bounds.
I can't see the out of bounds line.
I can't see it either, so I don't know, but had to be close.
Good, how are you?
According to Damon Ward, it was out of bounds.
Yep. He's the only opinion that matters.
He's the only one that has a whistle.
Good
nice
kick by Maurer.
That was a really good kick. Good look for Maverick. Just didn't go down. Those are the type of things that you got a great shot, so you don't mind that. You don't mind where you run things right and you get a good shot.
Yeah, 7 to 8 times out of 10, Maverick's hitting that. So.
Hey, Noah with the rebound and putback there. So you said, we were down 27 at the start of the fourth.
Yep.
We ended up down 29. So, I mean, you lost the quarter.
28.
Or 28, I mean.
28, yep.
28. So you lost the quarter by a point, but looking at those small victories as you go
that's
there.
where you could go into fourth quarter and say, hey, we did some good things in the fourth quarter. Let's use this to get better, and then we can come back ready to go next week.
So with that, we'll step aside here. We're going to have varsity game in here. Are they doing Hall of Fame between games or?
Normally, I believe they do it at halftime, but I would not swear by that.
Well, I saw some guys in suits at the scorer's table, so I wasn't quite sure. But we'll see. We'll be back with the varsity game in an indeterminate amount of time right now. So
okay,
we'll turn you guys over to Commissioner Paul Neidig, and we'll be back with the varsity game in a little bit.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome into our weekly conversation with the Commissioner. It's the Commissioner's Corner with Paul Neidig. I'm Brendan King. Paul, busy time of year, including this weekend with the girls wrestling state finals coming up at the Coliseum over at the Fairgrounds, January 16th. And Paul, what can you say about girls wrestling and how that sport continues to emerge and grow?
Well, first of all, the growth is we knew once we developed a platform within our system for new sports to come on board and grow and give student athletes additional opportunities, that girls wrestling would quickly rise to the front. And when we did this several years ago, it took just 2 short years for girls wrestling to go from emerging, they weren't even in our system, to a fully recognized state championship sport. And we just have continued to see growth in girls sports and our girls wrestling, and we're excited about that. And I think we're right around the corner. And maybe this coming Friday, we'll see another girl that wins the state championship that will move on to great things on the Olympic level like other girls in the state of Indiana have done. And so we're really excited about that platform, that opportunity for these girls to show what they love, and that's wrestling.
You and I have talked a lot about emerging sports, whether that's, girls flag football, girls lacrosse, wrestling, as you said, with that quick path. The process of emerging sports and building them and growing them for your team, what can you say about the significance of that and the process of it to get to this point, like you said?
Well, I think it's important. We're all about opportunity for students. And, we want to provide as many opportunities as we can. And that we had our rules, the way they were originally written, probably was not going to be an opportunity for another sport to come on. And so 4 years ago now, we took on that task to look at those rules and we made some adjustments, and we've seen now additional opportunities. So that 160,000 student athletes that we serve on an annual basis is going to grow because of additional opportunities. And that's something that we're very excited about.
Girls basketball pairing show coming up in about a week and a half. Hard to believe. And then the boys will follow shortly after for basketball. So, hey, it's a great time of year. It's a busy time of year for you guys. Swimming and diving is going to be coming up in less than a month. I feel like February is a big underrated month for you guys that's packed with just tons of power.
Yeah, February just it really. Obviously, this coming Friday with girls wrestling kicks off our tournament season for the winter, but February, certainly every weekend, we've got something going on. And, it's an opportunity to follow your school. You can go to ihsaa.org and get all of our tournament information and see where your team is playing and get out and watch those student athletes because it's still pure. It's still homegrown. It's still kids that are going to go back and contribute to their communities, participating in high school sports. And I would just encourage people to get out there and watch these students. They've been practicing their skill all fall and all winter, and now it's time for them to put it on the line for a potential berth in the state championship venue.
Last thing, we were talking last week about your time at the Rose Bowl and getting to watch Indiana and meeting with your colleagues across the country. Well, since that point, Indiana has punched their ticket in the national championship game, Indiana football. And, I know that you guys partner with the Colts and you guys partner with all kinds of professional organizations around the state. But, when, Indiana University is in the national championship for football, and I know you know a lot of folks down in Bloomington, what does that mean for you as a guy that grew up in this state as well?
Well, it's certainly the spotlight on what we know is a wonderful state. Our collegiates, all of our colleges, we're rich in colleges here in the state of Indiana. And, but this time we set that aside and we're going to root for one. And, it's these Hoosiers have really caught Indiana by storm and, really a national audience. And we're excited about that. And I know Scott Dolson and Coach Zanetti has worked hard to bring Indiana football and Indiana University to the forefront. And I'm excited for both of those individuals. And again, the student athletes that get to participate at Indiana University. And I'm going to be tuning in next Monday night, rooting on those Hoosiers.
Paul Neidig, he's the commissioner of the IHSAA. It's the Commissioner's Corner. Paul, always appreciate the time. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, Brendan. Hey, thank you for doing what you do for the student athletes in this great state.
Thanks for listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
We all need to eat more vegetables, but we run into the same problems every time we go to eat them. Carrots and peas just have no flavor. Beans and Brussels sprouts have side effects that will send children running in fear. But there is one vegetable that everyone loves. It's corn. And when it comes to corn, there's only one name to trust: Paxton Farms. Paxton Farms sweet corn has been your go-to source of corn in Hancock County for years. So head on down and grab some. And when you think of corn, think Paxton Farms.
With 9-Star Connect high-speed fiber internet, there's no choosing between speed and reliability. You get both. Lightning-fast internet with no data caps and equal upload and download speeds means everyone gets what they need when they need it. Stream, game, work, and connect all at the same time without missing a beat. All backed by our 24/7, 365 expert support team, because your connection should be the last thing you worry about. Switch today. Visit 9starconnect.com.
As more club and travel sports pop up every year, they often muddy the waters on what the purpose of sports should be for student athletes at this age.
But high school sports are different.
It's not about becoming the best athletes, it's about becoming the best people.
It's not about scholarships, it's about coaches mentoring you, camaraderie with your teammates, and the connection you build with your school community. It's not about year-round training. It's about developing resilience, responsibility, and a strong work ethic for life.
It's not about what am I going to get out of this, it's about playing for something bigger than yourself, for your team, your school, and your entire community.
High school sports help us grow in ways that will serve us for the rest of our lives, not just in the game.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support what makes education-based athletics different by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing students as people. This is fulfilling a greater purpose. This is your IHSAA.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
My days of playing basketball for North Posey High School are still some of my favorite memories. Years later, I can still remember the feeling of wearing my Vikings jersey proudly and representing my community. I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and these student athletes know how that feels.
It's an honor to represent my school and wear their name, to have the entire community rooting for my success, to contribute to my school's legacy and all the student athletes who came before me. I'm Josie Campbell, and I'm a proud Brownsburg Bulldog.
Playing high school sports gives me a sense of ownership in my school. I get the chance to have a positive impact on my school's reputation, to help carry out our traditions and to be the best person and player I can be. I'm Jet Wolfley, and I'm a proud Terre Haute North Patriot.
Demonstrate your pride by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is promoting school spirit. This is making your community proud. This is your IHSAA.
As a 9-Star Connect Electric customer, you're already connected to something powerful. Now, get connected to something even more powerful. High-speed fiber internet in your home. Experience the 9-Star difference. And expert technical support available 24/7, 365 days a year. From powering your home to powering your internet, experience our trusted service in a new way. Make the switch to 9-Star Connect Fiber Internet today. Visit 9starconnect.com.
High school sports have a unique way of setting the tone for our entire school community. How? By demanding our very best, no matter who we are.
Every student, coach, parent, and fan has a responsibility to practice good sportsmanship at athletic events. It's on each of us to lead by example with our behavior.
The way we behave is not only a reflection of our own character, but of our schools as well. It lets everyone know this is how we do things at our school. This is what we expect. This is who we are.
So, whether you're playing, coaching, or cheering, always demonstrate integrity with your words, actions, and attitudes at our athletic events. Our school's image is up to us.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Help set the tone by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is leading by example. This is leaving a positive impression. This is your IHSAA.
Are you a 9-Star Connect Electric customer? Did you know the same great service you trust for your electricity can power your connection to the digital world? That's because high-speed fiber internet is available to your home. Experience internet without limits, lightning fast speeds with no data caps, all with expert support available 24/7, 365 days a year. From electricity to internet, we're your trusted local connection. The power to connect is already here. Visit 9starconnect.com today.
There's nothing like playing high school football under the Friday night lights. It's where we play for the love of the game.
To have fun with our friends, with the whole town supporting us.
To battle our greatest rivals with teammates we've grown up with. To huddle up and have each other's backs, no matter what. Because we believe in each other and want to succeed for our teammates even more than ourselves.
11 guys fighting together for every yard, every down, every touchdown to make our school proud.
There's something special about playing for our hometown that we'll never forget, that we'll miss when it's gone. When the stands are full and the lights are shining bright. The crowd can't get any louder.
And you know, it just doesn't get any better than this.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, celebrating the purity of high school sports by buying a ticket to your high school's next football game. This is for the love of the game. This is making your hometown proud. This is your IHSAA.
Discover the taste of summer at Paxton Farms Sweet Corn. Located just north of Maxwell, 2 miles west of State Road 9 on 600 North. Our sweet corn is handpicked, bringing sunshine to every bite. But that's not all. Capture picturesque memories in our fields of vibrant sunflowers, perfect for photos. Bring the joy of Paxton Farms Sweet Corn to your summer gatherings. Visit us today and experience the sweetness that keeps people coming back for more. Find us on Facebook, Paxton Farms Sweet Corn. Paxton Farms Sweet Corn, the sweetest taste of summer.
High school sports are different, especially in Indiana, and these Hoosier student athletes couldn't agree more.
We all know the saying, in 49 states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana.
Well, the same is true for all high school sports in Indiana, like volleyball,
And soccer, and softball, and track, and so many more. We're passionate about high school sports in Indiana.
They're an undeniable part of our state's culture.
They're woven into the DNA of our communities.
It's what we dedicate our time to.
It's what brings us all together. It's what we celebrate.
And as a high school student athlete, that's a pretty special environment to grow in.
Representing your school and having your entire community behind you.
Being a high school student athlete in Indiana is something we never take for granted.
And it's an experience we'll never forget either.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support Hoosier student athletes like these by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is who we are. This is Indiana. This is your IHSAA.
With 9-Star Connect high-speed fiber internet, There's no choosing between speed and reliability. You get both. Lightning fast internet with no data caps and equal upload and download speeds means everyone gets what they need. Visit 9starconnect.com.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
As more club and travel sports pop up every year, they often muddy the waters on what the purpose of sports should be for student athletes at this age.
But high school sports are different.
It's not about becoming the best athletes, it's about becoming the best people.
It's not about scholarships, it's about coaches mentoring you, camaraderie with your teammates, and the connection you build with your school community. It's not about year-round training. It's about developing resilience, responsibility, and a strong work ethic for life.
It's not about what am I going to get out of this, it's about playing for something bigger than yourself, for your team, your school, and your entire community.
High school sports help us grow in ways that will serve us for the rest of our lives, not just in the game.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support what makes education-based athletics different by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing students as people. This is fulfilling a greater purpose. This is your IHSAA.
As a 9-Star Connect Electric customer, you're already connected to something powerful. Now, get connected to something even more powerful. High-speed fiber internet in your home. Experience the 9-Star difference. Visit 9starconnect.com. Are you a 9-Star Connect Electric customer? Did you know the same great service you trust for your electricity can power your connection to the digital world? That's because high-speed fiber internet is available to your home. Visit 9starconnect.com today.
In life and in high school sports, the most talented person doesn't always win.
And the most successful people are not always the most gifted. I'm Owen Fouts from Yorktown High School.
And I'm Lena Jones from Plymouth High School. More often than not, success requires being what other people are unwilling to be.
Consistent, disciplined, persistent, without taking shortcuts.
It's often the most dedicated, hardest working person or team that rises to the top.
The ones who run extra drills, who stay late in the weight room, who put in time after practice.
They say hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And those who rise to the challenge are met with the greatest rewards.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support the hard work of our student athletes by buying a ticket to your school's athletic events. Thank you for being a champion of high school sports. This is consistency and commitment. This is discipline and dedication. This is your IHSAA.
It's not easy being a high schooler these days.
We juggle a lot each day between schoolwork, activities, jobs, and friends.
On top of all that, we're multi-sport student athletes. I'm Danae Klein, and I play volleyball, basketball, and softball for South Putnam High School.
And I'm Tyler Stanger, a wrestler and track and field student athlete at East Central High School.
It's hard physically and mentally exhausting yourself in practice.
It's hard coming back and doing it again the next day and the next and the next.
It's hard competing at a high level week in and week out.
But life is hard, and high school sports prepare us for it.
With every practice, every game, every win, and every loss.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the life lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character, perseverance, and work ethic. This is preparing for life. This is your IHSAA.
In sports, only one team walks away with the W.
Only one team gets the trophy.
And only one player is named MVP.
But that doesn't mean everyone else who competed leaves empty-handed. I'm Allie Ward from Boonville High School.
And I'm Caleb Ferguson from Columbus North High School. In education-based athletics, no matter who comes out on top, every student athlete walks away having grown as a person.
Every team walks away learning invaluable life lessons.
From responsibility to collaboration to integrity.
We're thankful to have coaches and mentors who always prioritize learning and growing over winning at all costs.
They're helping us build a mentality of development that will benefit us for the rest of our lives.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the growth mindset they develop by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is keeping education in front of athletics. This is the second classroom. This is your IHSAA.
The camaraderie and community you experience in high school sports is unlike anything else.
All right, everybody, welcome back here to Greenfield-Central High School in downtown Greenfield, Indiana. As the Eastern Hancock Royals are set to take on the Greenfield-Central Cougars here in our varsity game. The scoreboard will correct itself in a little bit. We don't get to start with a 9,000-point lead as their scoreboard moves around the gym. We'll talk about that later. If you were with us in the JV game, you saw that.
I'm getting more buckets at halftime.
This game, Royals are going to come into this game here with a record of 6-4, as tonight marks the halfway point in the season. Had a pretty successful season thus far. Good win last night against Union County over there in Liberty, Indiana. If we look at the Greenfield-Central Cougars, they are 6-5 on the season. Got a big win last night right here at home against Newcastle to kind of keep them in the hunt in the Hoosier Heritage Conference. They had a stretch there early December where they kind of struggled, but they got back on their feet.
Was last night their first conference win? I was thinking it was.
Well, right here I can tell you they are 1-3 in Hoosier Heritage Conference play. Mount Vernon kind of the class of the conference this year, and Greenfield played Mount Vernon tough. That game was tied going into the fourth quarter. But
yeah, that shows you they are capable. They are capable of being a very good basketball team. I think that's probably directly related to how well they shoot it. But they have the ability and they have the potential to be able to keep themselves in games against good teams if they shoot the ball well.
Royals sitting at 3-1 in the Mid-Eastern Conference, their last year here in the MEC. Still with a shot, especially if they can go 2-0 next weekend against Mount Vernon and Shenandoah. And if you look at these two teams' sectionals, we're hosting the sectional. Really tough sectional this year. You look at that, and I mean, Triton Central already at 11 wins, Heritage Christian and Cecina already at 8 wins, and then us, KIPP, Crystal House all sitting right around 500. And we're going to see Crystal House, Manual, and KIPP here in about a month or so. We play both of them in the regular season.
Yeah, we're trying to get them on the schedule to give ourselves a good look at them. In looking at, I base a lot more of a sectional based on Sagarin as opposed to record, because that can have such a big difference based on who played who. And it looks like everybody's in striking distance, probably with the exception of Irvington Prep, is in a reasonable night where we're on a given night. Anyway, obviously, there are teams such as Triton Central who are probably the favorite, but I think everybody but one team could on a given night beat the other.
Well, and last year I think every game but one in that sectional was a single-digit game, and I think you might see the same thing this year. I
think that's a very strong possibility.
Be that again. So tonight here, I am Michael Gallion, joined by Aaron Spalding. I think Lincoln Schilling is joining us too. I didn't see Lincoln; he just jumped up here. So Lincoln's with us here tonight. We're going to step aside for the national anthem, and then we'll get you ready to go right after that. Great job there by the Greenfield Band of the national anthem. This is the 53rd meeting all-time between these two schools. The Greenfield-Central Cougars own the all-time advantage, 39-13, but the guy sitting next to me has 11 of those 13 wins.
Yeah, it's always fun to play Greenfield. You know, I thought during over the stretch it was a good rivalry, a lot of fun, had a lot of great games, a lot of great memories in this gym. So I'm looking forward. I think we got two teams tonight that are fairly close competitively, and I think we can have a really good basketball game.
By the way, the cheerleaders just held up like a fat head of each player during the starting lineups. One, why don't we have one of Coach Bechtel?
Well, I don't know. His head's not big enough to have a fat head. I don't think so. But,
okay.
But maybe that's needs to be something we get on, is having a fat head.
A fat head. And then I'm going to have to tell some of our guys they're going to have to take better pictures because some of those were not.
Well, now, I do remember one time several years ago where they had, at one point, the faces on a stick where you put it in front. They had me, and I was in some rage moment, and so they had that. So.
Yeah, I definitely want to get a. What if we just, instead of the boys, what if we had our coaching staff? Bechtel, Paxton, Rutherford, Hicks.
That would be an awful ugly bunch.
It would be.
So that.
Cougar fans, on your feet. Let's hear it for your Greenfield-Central Cougars. Your starters for tonight. First, at guard.
The starters here for the Greenfield-Central Cougars. Number 2, Isaiah Humes, the senior.
Also at guard, a 6'2" senior. Number 5, Clay Mullins.
Number 5, another senior guard, Clay Mullins.
Also at guard, a 6-foot senior. Number 15, Isaac Roberts.
And number 15, a 6-foot senior, Isaac Roberts.
Also at guard, a 6'3" senior. Number 23, Cole Mullins.
Another senior, number 23, Cole Mullins. And the final senior to round out the starting lineup, number 10, Cooper Hinton. And again, like I said, scoreboard will fix itself here once they put the scoreboard on the video board that they use. They're still doing pregame stuff on the video board. So you'll see the scoreboard start working here in a little bit.
Once again, I think what you're going to be looking for tonight, we've got to do a great job perimeter defensive wise. We cannot give them clean open looks where they get in a groove shooting the basketball. It's important we be strong with the basketball. We've got to limit our turnovers, give ourselves an opportunity to win this game.
So Humes and Manship jump, and the Cougars are going to start with the ball.
Get a little double screen, elevator action.
You're not seeing double there. 5 and 23, the Mullins twins, Clay and Cole.
Both those kids have a really deep range. They can really shoot the ball. Like I mentioned, it's important we don't give them clean looks.
Hinton missed there, and Luke Manship with his first rebound. He's averaging 13 a game. He had 18 last night.
I believe he's top 10 in the state for rebounding. I don't know about if that's official or not, but I heard that.
Yeah, unofficially 4th.
Okay.
What you're going to see from Greenfield is they're going to go man. They're going to switch most screens.
No good there from.
So it's going to be really important we do a great job cutting tonight.
Powers for 3. Boom!
It's a good sign right there. Caden knocking down his at least first 3. He missed that one in the lane with the left hand, but gets his first 3 to go down.
We're going to have to shoot it really well if we want to beat this really good Greenfield Central team. Mullins answers with the three.
Did a nice job of the shot fake, little sidestep dribble, freed himself up for a look. We got to stay down on that, make sure he doesn't get clean looks.
Luke Manship's going to try to.
I think he's got a size advantage there. I think that's a good action. He got Cole Mullins there, and I think he's going to have a hard time when they get that switch. He's going to have a hard time guarding him, as several on the Greenfield team will. Luke's going to be a tough guard for him.
Rutherford, no, but Eli there for the rebound.
I think he had a good look there. I wish he would have tried to take that again. Caleb's one of our better shooters.
Drive by Manship.
Got to get another foul. That one on Clay Mullins.
I think
fouled hard.
I think with them switching, Luke's going to be a tough matchup for them. That is one of the dangers whenever you switch, is you get kids who maybe are going to have a hard time guarding whoever, and especially in high school basketball where there's no shot clock, you can get patient and get the matchup you want.
Manship perfect on the first. Here comes the second one. Second one rolls in, makes it a 5-3 lead here for the Royals early in this one.
There's Clay in the corner up top here to Roberts with Stevens guarding him. He backs it out to the logo. Clay finds Cole Mullins, gets a screen, and he's open, and Eli Manship, though, gets the rebound off the miss.
We anticipated there the curl cut. He popped back and ended up with a good look. Nice little hesitation right there. He kind of faked the three. Little inside-out move, got downhill for a layup. That is one of the dangers when you're guarding a team that shoots it well. Is you're closing out hard. You're susceptible then to clean looks.
Powers again, assisted by Zach Stevens.
Little ball screen action there.
Humes for three, and Humes answers.
Both teams hit a couple threes so far.
Powers feeling it.
Over to Manship. Ooh.
Good activity there by Cole Mullins with his hands, got a hand on it, create a turnover. I think we've had 2 turnovers so far. Important we stay away from that.
That's twice now. Hinton's got it inside and has kind of shied away from the contact with Manship. And I think if I'm them, I'm probably attacking Manship and trying to get him to foul us, because he's a mismatch anywhere for us. Powers with another basket there. He's got 8. Humes way off. Manship with his 4th rebound. Luke, that is.
Humes is only shooting 24% on the year. From the three-point line.
Oh, man.
Eli just grabbed it. It didn't look like he did anything.
Well, I'll tell you on the replay. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Eastern Hancock cheer block getting active early in this one.
Got their camo gear on tonight. This is always a fun game for the cheer block. School separated by just a few miles. What you saw right there is a little screen rescreen action.
3 on the way is good from Blake Evans.
Now, what you saw right there in the corner, and this takes a lot of discipline. When you're guarding a shooter as good as Mullins, you got to be careful of over-helping, because when they find him, he's going to have a clean look, which is what they had right there.
Eli Manship in the corner for 3, no.
Nice job by Luke. Just get you another possession. Oh.
Powers, deep 3.
Little heat check by
Good
there.
job. Already seeing great offensive rebounding from the Royals early, just kind of like what we saw in the JV game. Mullins will take the three, no good. Rebounded by Manship.
Yeah, how about Luke's got 6 rebounds already?
He does a great job on the boards.
It's a vacuum cleaner.
We need a vacuum cleaner inspired nickname for him. Van blocks his shot though, picked up by Evans.
It's a little new action. First time I've seen that. Maybe they did it last night, but they get the ball to Luke at the elbow and get a little ball screen for him going downhill. I don't mind the action, especially if we could get him matched up on that ball screen on a switch against a favorable matchup.
Yep. Evans on the curl, and he's going to be fouled by Luke.
Evans came in. I didn't catch his sub until he hit that three early, but he's already making an impact for the Cougars.
Well, he averages 8 points a game, shoots 30% from 3. He's only attempted 7 free throws all season, though, so see how he does here. Sinks the first.
In for the Cougars, number 30, Wyatt Freeman.
Generally, Greenfield Central teams are usually pretty deep, so I'm not surprised that he's doing that well. Hits both. Make it a 13-10 lead for the Cougars.
This is one of those things like we talked about early tonight in the JV game. I think this last 2 minutes of the first quarter, we want to, keep it in striking distance, not allow them to get a whole lot of separation.
Like that. Lazy pass is stolen by Van. Oh, but he can't get the putback, but Clay Mullins does.
That's where that's one thing is not talked about a lot, but blocking out in transition is sometimes something that's a really good pass by Eli. That is a fantastic pass. If you saw that, he saw him on where things were scrambling. He could have very easily tried to go up with it. Noticed that Caden was open on the backside and made a great pass.
Caden with 11 first quarter points here.
He's got 11 of our 13.
The take there by Blake Evans. He's got 7 now. Eli Manship is such a good passer.
He does a good job.
He's one of those guys that just does, is that one deflected by Mullins out of bounds? He just does so many things that don't make it into the stat book. So often, like that one, he'll get an assist.
Yeah, a lot
but
of times,
so often it doesn't make it in there.
Yeah, you got to always have those kids that just do the little things that help you win basketball games.
He lost that one out of bounds. I compare him to me. You look at a couple of your teams. He reminds me very much of Cole Rainbolt.
Yep.
Both on the football field and on the basketball court of, he's just going to get you points, but he's going to get you 4 or 5 points and a bunch of hustle plays.
Yeah, kind of reminds me of, a little bit of Cyrus Burton, too. Cyrus played some great role minutes for us. Looks like Greenfield's holding for 1.
Lewis nearly going to get a 5. That official's been counting 5 seconds for about 8 seconds.
I don't think Coach Wayer is happy at all with his point guard right there. That's frustrating as a coach. You're trying to get one shot. This would be a big swing. You're up 4 if they get a bucket. Maybe go up 6 or 7 instead. Maybe a 2 or 1 point game if they get in there.
Lewis for 3.
Ooh. Nice job, Eli. Nice job. Get in there. Oh.
Stevens can't get the putback, but
that's a little hustle play you're talking about.
Yep.
Those types of things make a difference.
All right, we're going to step aside here. Quick commercial from 9-Star Connect, and we'll be right back.
With 9-Star Connect high-speed fiber internet, there's no choosing between speed and reliability. You get both. Lightning-fast internet with no data caps and equal upload and download speeds means everyone gets what they need when they need it. Stream, game, work, and connect all at the same time without missing a beat. All backed by our 24/7, 365 expert support team, because your connection should be the last thing you worry about. Switch today. Visit 9starconnect.com.
All right, we're back here. Greenfield-Central and Eastern Hancock getting ready to start the second quarter. Cougars lead by 4.
Caden Powers kind of carried us offensively in that first quarter. It's important we get somebody else going. I'm sure that Greenfield's talking to Huddle of making sure we limit his looks. So it's important we get some contributions on the offensive end.
Yeah, because he's got all of our field goals.
I think Luke hit 2 free throws, and that's it for the half. So I think it's important that we do that. Not sure how many turnovers we had, but that's going to be really important. I think single digits is going to be a really important thing.
It sounded like, or I thought it was like 3 or 4, maybe 4 or 5. Good back
Nice
door.
cut by
Trueblood.
Really nice pass there by Luke.
Yeah,
that's a tough shot that Brendan hit there.
Brendan's been big for us whenever Eli gets in foul trouble, which he is not so far. He's just on the bench. Trueblood kind of plays Eli's role very well.
Yeah, Brent's had some really good games. I believe it's the Northeastern game. We didn't play so well in the first half except for him, and he kept us in it till we played a much better second half and were able to pull away.
Still this 5-point lead here for the Cougars.
Just got to keep it in striking distance.
Powers for 3.
Sorry, my daughter's over here making friends.
Hey, there you go.
That are annoying parents. I'm not sure which. I'm trying to help her. Powers with the poke away. Powers with the steal.
Little back tap there. Lewis in the corner.
Yep. And Luke up top. Now Powers hits the cutting Trueblood. Just lost the handle on it.
Looks like he was trying to make an extra pass.
And Luke just picked up his second, trying to cut that up. And I don't think Van was even going to go up with it. I think Van was looking to pass.
That's where you just need to wall up. You just need to wall up, especially as important as Luke is to us. You just wall up, make him score over you. We need Luke in the game tonight.
Well, and Luke's done an incredible job all season of not getting in foul trouble. So, 2 here tonight, but he's done actually a really good job, especially for a sophomore, understanding how to play there.
Yeah, as a coach, this is always a tough decision here. You've got 6 minutes. I think Coach, I'm not sure if he's taking, maybe he's not taking him out.
Nope,
he's going to let him play with 2. That's always a tough decision. Do we let him play? And because he's very important with the wrist, that's where you gotta trust your kid.
Well, and with that too, if you don't let him learn how to play with fouls now, then in the sectional you might be screwed in that situation.
Yep.
3 ball for Caleb Rutherford.
Rutherford hits the 3, assisted by Luke.
Got a couple buckets like we talked about coming out of the quarter. Need somebody other than Cade step up. We've had Trueblood and Caleb there get a couple shots to go. That's what we're going to need to do to stay in the game.
4 threes early here for the Royals. Greenfield has 4 as well.
Yep. Humes being harassed there, gets it in.
Yeah, Luke just
picked up his 3rd. And I think that one was legit. Let's see it on the replay.
Yes, it was. He tried to grab him. He was trying to make a curl cut, and Luke kind of grabbed him.
And it was just a little grab, but he didn't let go quick enough if you watch it on the replay.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about, and this is where he's going to have to learn. He's just way too important, and those last 2 fouls are what I would call avoidable fouls.
Scoop shot by Mullins.
Yeah, Mullins kind of just got to the rim and kind of got it toward the rim, and it went in. Got it to go off the glass.
He's got 5. But yeah, you're right. Those are kind of avoidable ones that
sometimes fouls are a nice curl cut by Caden right
That's
there.
That's really good. Left-hand layup, good for Powers. He makes a 23-20 game.
What he did, and that's really important for Caden right there, because they're going to try to chase him now because he's hurt him from the 3 line. So when they're chasing him off that screen, so when he curls it, okay, he's going to be able to get that really nice cut right there by Caleb. Not by Caleb, by Caden.
This is really good minutes from our 2 subs there with Luke and Trueblood. You're going to get the basket and the foul, going to give him the NBA continuation. Isaac Roberts with the basket, and he'll go to the line on the Lewis foul.
He did a nice job right there, absorbing the contact and still being strong on the finish. It's a good finish by Roberts there.
Short on that one. Trueblood with the rebound. 5-point lead. It's been right here, 3 to 5 point game the whole time.
Like I said, just be in striking distance. Be in striking distance.
Lewis going to get fouled by Humes. That's going to send Luke Lewis to the line.
His role's definitely increased a lot after Landon Loring got hurt, trying to now be the backup point guard, but getting a lot more minutes than he usually would because of Landon being out.
Yeah, and he's done a nice job. He's given us a lot of good minutes this year. Handling the ball, being strong. I think he's improved defensively.
Yeah, for him being pretty small at the varsity level, he's definitely an above-average defender. Misses both.
Yeah. Mullins there for the rebound. So we're at the halfway point now in the second quarter. Clay Mullins finds Roberts, and Roberts just drills the 3, and a nice catch and shoot from that young man.
Yeah, there was no hesitation right there. That was straight up.
Can't defend that.
Well, especially when you got somebody dribble. Now, I'd be really upset if he wasn't capable on the dribble.
Yes, but the way he's
chased, but since he has the ability,
Luke Lewis.
Since he has the ability to put the ball on the floor, it's a little tougher guard. We always called that a Kobe closeout, meaning they can do it with the drive or the shot.
Mullins leaves that one short.
Nice job by Brennan right there on the box. Drew a foul.
Good defensive possession there. Forced a miss and then got a rebound that caused the foul. That foul's on Hinton. It's his first.
Yeah, they don't have anybody in foul trouble. Van with the steal, but then stepped out of bounds.
I think he was trying to call timeout, but could not signal quick enough.
If he's trying to plead his case with the official, but
yeah, I think
I don't think she's going to go for it.
I think she's not buying it.
Yeah, both the Mullins brothers have 1 foul, and Hinton and Humes also have 1, but no one with 2. Good
nice move. Nice
Power
move.
just can't finish.
Nice move right there, though. I like the move.
Oh, yeah. Hinton to
Good
Humes.
Extra pass.
I think this is a smart timeout by Coach Bechtel. We want to keep it within striking distance. Important last 3 minutes. It could be the difference. Like, let's say right now, we get it under control, maybe get a bucket, or 2, take it by 5 or 6 going to halftime, as opposed to maybe they get a couple buckets and they got double-digit lead. So I think it's a good timeout. Get ourselves organized and, get a good shot coming down the floor and then organize ourselves defensively.
So again, 8-point deficit.
If you guys remember in the JV game, we're in a similar similar situation about this time and we kind of let things go, and it kind of snowballed the second half. We want to try to avoid that in the varsity game.
I was going to say, I know a couple people that are sitting right now in Edgewood watching the girls' game, watching us on the phone as well. So I'm trying to get them to text some updates so
yes,
that we can talk about it.
Yes, we want to hear how
halftime.
that's going as well. Greenfield applying a little 1-2-2 press.
I believe they ran this a lot last year. I don't know if
they have in the past. Some they ran under Coach Meredith. They played a lot. Now they're playing a lot more man. With Meredith, they played a lot of 1-2-2 in the half court.
Partially because they had the older Mullins, Braylon Mullins,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, 6'5".
And he wasn't a terrible basketball player either.
Yeah, future NBA player, most likely. He's projected top 10 right now.
That's a big shot right there.
Caleb Rutherford with another big three.
That's a big shot right there. That's what I'm talking about. This last 2 minutes is going to be crucial here. We want to keep them in arm's length going into halftime. I think he double dribbled there.
I thought so too, but I was watching the official,
I watched her too.
and she gave the 6-7 signal there.
I don't necessarily agree with it, but that's a get out of there.
Good job, Trueblood.
Trueblood with the rebound. Quick three there by Clay Mullins. They call Hinton in the backcourt here with his second foul.
Well, Trueblood kind of boxed him out, and he fell, and then I think he was angry and kind of just gave Trueblood a little shoulder bump.
Little reaction foul right there.
Yeah.
Now we could
cut this down to single possession.
Yeah, well, this could be.
This is a big possession right here. Caleb from the corner.
Just off on that one.
Not a bad look.
Nope.
Not a bad look.
Good pass there from Caden.
Roberts sneaks that one through to Van.
That was an excellent pass. That's a tough pass. He made a great pass as he was rolling to the rim. Nice play by Greenfield right there.
Roberts is a very solid point guard for them. He's a great passer, can shoot it. Been playing really well.
Well, that's Eli Manship's second. So now you got Eli with 2 and Luke with 3.
I'm wondering what Coach if he wants to.
This is where you could, for a minute, get Eli out of there.
Well, here's where I'd go on this. Right now, we're getting ready to go on offense.
Yeah.
At least the percentages are going to say you're going to foul less on offense than defense. If this was a defensive possession, I would get him out. So you might see if we have a dead ball and us going on defense, you might get a sub.
I don't know. Eli's pretty good at picking up fouls anywhere, though.
He has had his share of fouls. I don't know, you guys are great. Nice pass.
Trueblood to Eli.
He's not going to pick up a foul. He's actually going to pick up 2 points.
Yep.
Oh.
31-27 Cougar lead with ticking down the clock here. 35 seconds about.
Be interesting to go for one again because and the answer to that I think is going to be no.
Yep.
Because they did not turn out like they wanted it last time.
Nope.
They ended up turning it over, much to Coach Ware's frustration. So that time they attacked and got a bucket out of it.
I think we'd rather have that bucket than Eli pick up another foul. So
again, they're applying that 1-2-2 pressure.
Stevens, he took that step back to move forward and stepped on the out-of-bounds line.
It's a little over 10 seconds to go.
So, yeah.
Royals need to stop here.
This is big because 6-point deficit versus 8 or 9 feels a whole.
This is good. This is a big possession. We're going to go double ball screen here. They did a really good job closing out right there. They really on Mullins got a nice closeout. Didn't give him a clean look.
Yep. So 6-point Cougar lead going into the halftime break. We're going to have the scoreboard's going to look all kinds of crazy here at halftime when they do the Hall of Fame stuff, because it's going to have everything on the video board. So we're going to have the Greenfield Hall of Fame. I think it's an extended halftime a little bit.
12 minutes.
Looks like a 12-minute halftime instead of 10. So we'll be back with some halftime stats in about 12 minutes.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome into our weekly conversation with the Commissioner. It's the Commissioner's Corner with Paul Neidig. I'm Brendan King. Paul, busy time of year, including this weekend with the girls wrestling state finals coming up at the Coliseum over at the fairgrounds, January 16th. And Paul, what can you say about girls wrestling and how that sport continues to emerge and grow?
Well, first of all, the growth is we knew once we developed a platform within our system for new sports to come on board and grow and give student athletes additional opportunities, that girls wrestling would quickly rise to the front. And when we did this several years ago, it took just 2 short years for girls wrestling to go from emerging, they weren't even in our system, to a fully recognized state championship sport. And we just have continued to see growth in girls sports and our girls wrestling, and we're excited about that. And I think we're right around the corner. And maybe this coming Friday, we'll see another girl that wins a state championship that will move on to great things on the Olympic level, like other girls in the state of Indiana have done. And so we're really excited about that platform, that opportunity for these girls to show what they love, and that's wrestling.
You and I have talked a lot about emerging sports, whether that's, girls flag football, girls lacrosse, wrestling, as you said, with that quick path. The process of emerging sports and building them and growing them for your team, what can you say about the significance of that and the process of it to get to this point, like you said?
Well, I think it's important. We're all about opportunity for students. And, we want to provide as many opportunities as we can. And that we had our rules, the way they were originally written, probably was not going to be an opportunity for another sport to come on. And so 4 years ago now, we took on that task to look at those rules, and we made some adjustments, and we've seen now additional opportunities. So that 160,000 student athletes that we serve on an annual basis is going to grow because of additional opportunities. And that's something that we're very excited about.
Girls basketball pairing show coming up in about a week and a half. Hard to believe. And then the boys will follow shortly after for basketball. So, hey, it's a great time of year. It's a busy time of year for you guys. Swimming and diving is going to be coming up in less than a month. I feel like February is a big underrated month for you guys that's packed with just tons of power.
Yeah, February just it really. Obviously, this coming Friday, the girls wrestling kicks off our tournament season for the winter. But February, certainly every weekend, we've got something going on. And, it's an opportunity to follow your school. You can go to ihsaa.org and get all of our tournament information and see where your team is playing, and get out and watch those student athletes, because it's still pure. It's still homegrown. It's still kids that are going to go back and contribute to their communities, participating in high school sports. And I would just encourage people to get out there and watch these students. They've been practicing their skill all fall and all winter, and now it's time for them to put it on the line for a potential berth in the state championship venue.
Last thing, we were talking last week about your time at the Rose Bowl and getting to watch Indiana and meeting with your colleagues across the country. Well, since that point, Indiana has punched their ticket in the national championship game, Indiana football. And, I know that you guys partner with the Colts and you guys partner with all kinds of professional organizations around the state. But, when, Indiana University is in the national championship for football, and I know a lot of folks down in Bloomington, what does that mean for you as a guy that grew up in this state as well?
Well, it's certainly the spotlight on what we know is a wonderful state. Our collegiates, all of our colleges, we're rich in colleges here in the state of Indiana. And, but this time we stepped that aside and we're going to root for one. And, it's these Hoosiers have really caught Indiana by storm and, really a national audience. And we're excited about that. And I know Scott Dolson and Coach Zanetti has worked hard to bring Indiana football and Indiana University to the forefront. And I'm excited for both of those individuals. And again, the student athletes that get to participate at Indiana University. And I'm going to be tuning in next Monday night, rooting on those Hoosiers.
Paul Neidig, he's the commissioner of the IHSAA. It's the Commissioner's Corner. Paul, always appreciate the time. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, Brendan. Hey, thank you for doing what you do for the student athletes in this great state.
Thanks for listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
We all need to eat more vegetables, but we run into the same problems every time we go to eat them. Carrots and peas just have no flavor. Beans and Brussels sprouts have side effects that will send children running in fear. But there is one vegetable that everyone loves. It's corn. And when it comes to corn, there's only one name to trust: Paxton Farms. Paxton Farms sweet corn has been your go-to source of corn in Hancock County for years. So head on down and grab some. And when you think of corn, think Paxton Farms.
With 9-Star Connect high-speed fiber internet, there's no choosing between speed and reliability. You get both. Lightning-fast internet with no data caps and equal upload and download speeds means everyone gets what they need when they need it. Stream, game, work, and connect all at the same time without missing a beat. All backed by our 24/7, 365 expert support team, because your connection should be the last thing you worry about. Switch today. Visit 9starconnect.com.
As more club and travel sports pop up every year, they often muddy the waters on what the purpose of sports should be for student athletes at this age.
But high school sports are different.
It's not about becoming the best athletes, it's about becoming the best people.
It's not about scholarships, it's about coaches mentoring you, camaraderie with your teammates, and the connection you build with your school community. It's not about year-round training. It's about developing resilience, responsibility, and a strong work ethic for life.
It's not about what am I going to get out of this, it's about playing for something bigger than yourself, for your team, your school, and your entire community.
High school sports help us grow in ways that will serve us for the rest of our lives, not just in the game.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support what makes education-based athletics different by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing students as people. This is fulfilling a greater purpose. This is your IHSAA.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
My days of playing basketball for North Posey High School are still some of my favorite memories. Years later, I can still remember the feeling of wearing my Vikings jersey proudly and representing my community. I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and these student athletes know how that feels.
It's an honor to represent my school and wear their name, to have the entire community rooting for my success, to contribute to my school's legacy and all the student athletes who came before me. I'm Josie Campbell, and I'm a proud Brownsburg Bulldog.
Playing high school sports gives me a sense of ownership in my school. I get the chance to have a positive impact on my school's reputation, to help carry out our traditions, and to be the best person and player I can be. I'm Jet Wolfley, and I'm a proud Terre Haute North Patriot.
Demonstrate your pride by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is promoting school spirit. This is making your community proud. This is your IHSAA.
As a 9-Star Connect Electric customer, you're already connected to something powerful. Now, get connected to something even more powerful. High-speed fiber internet in your home. Experience the 9-Star difference. And expert technical support available 24/7, 365 days a year. From powering your home to powering your internet, experience our trusted service in a new way. Make the switch to 9-Star Connect Fiber Internet today. Visit 9starconnect.com.
High school sports have a unique way of setting the tone for our entire school community. How? By demanding our very best, no matter who we are.
Every student, coach, parent, and fan has a responsibility to practice good sportsmanship at athletic events. It's on each of us to lead by example with our behavior.
The way we behave is not only a reflection of our own character, but of our schools as well. It lets everyone know this is how we do things at our school. This is what we expect. This is who we are.
So, whether you're playing, coaching, or cheering, always demonstrate integrity with your words, actions, and attitudes at our athletic events. Our school's image is up to us.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Help set the tone by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is leading by example. This is leaving a positive impression. This is your IHSAA.
Are you a 9-Star Connect electric customer? Did you know the same great service you trust for your electricity can power your connection to the digital world? That's because high-speed fiber internet is available to your home. Experience internet without limits, lightning fast speeds with no data caps, all with expert support available 24/7, 365 days a year. From electricity to internet, we're your trusted local connection. The power to connect is already here. Visit 9starconnect.com today.
There's nothing like playing high school football under the Friday night lights. It's where we play for the love of the game.
To have fun with our friends, with the whole town supporting us.
To battle our greatest rivals with teammates we've grown up with. To huddle up and have each other's backs, no matter what. Because we believe in each other and want to succeed for our teammates even more than ourselves.
11 guys fighting together for every yard, every down, every touchdown to make our school proud.
There's something special about playing for our hometown that we'll never forget, that we'll miss when it's gone. When the stands are full and the lights are shining bright, the crowd can't get any louder.
And you know, it just doesn't get any better than this.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, celebrating the purity of high school sports by buying a ticket to your high school's next football game. This is for the love of the game. This is making your hometown proud. This is your IHSAA.
Discover the taste of summer at Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Located just north of Maxwell, 2 miles west of State Road 9 on 600 North. Our sweet corn is handpicked, bringing sunshine to every bite. But that's not all. Capture picturesque memories in our fields of vibrant sunflowers, perfect for photos. Bring the joy of Paxton Farm Sweet Corn to your summer gatherings. Visit us today and experience the sweetness that keeps people coming back for more. Find us on Facebook, Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Paxton Farm Sweet Corn, the sweetest taste of summer.
High school sports are different, especially in Indiana, and these Hoosier student athletes couldn't agree more.
We all know the saying, in 49 states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana.
Well, the same is true for all high school sports in Indiana, like volleyball.
And soccer.
And softball.
And track, and so many more.
We're passionate about high school sports in Indiana.
They're an undeniable part of our state's culture.
They're woven into the DNA of our communities.
It's what we dedicate our time to.
It's what brings us all together.
It's what we celebrate.
And as a high school student athlete, that's a pretty special environment to grow in.
Representing your school and having your entire community behind you.
Being a high school student athlete in Indiana is something we never take for granted.
And it's an experience we'll never forget either.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support Hoosier student athletes like these by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is who we are. This is Indiana. This is your IHSAA.
With 9-Star Connect high-speed fiber.
All right, folks, we're back here getting ready to start the second half from Greenfield-Central High School. The Greenfield-Central Cougars lead the Eastern Hancock Royals here in this Hancock County matchup, 33-27. Leading the way for the Royals has been Caden Powers. He's got 13. Caleb Rutherford hit 2 huge threes in that second quarter to give him 6. And everybody else, Trueblood, Manship, Lewis, and Luke Manship all have 2. Leading the way for the Cougars, you've got Blake Evans with 12, Isaac Roberts with 7, Isaiah Humes with 5, Clay Mullins with 2, Cole Mullins with 5, and Malachi Van with 2 free throws.
This first 3-4 minutes are going to be crucial. I think it's important that we get into the fourth quarter with it in striking distance. I think if we could give that, we could give ourselves a good opportunity to win the game. The pressure is on Greenfield, so that ability.
Oh, almost had a steal right there off the bat. Now, what do you consider striking distance, Aaron?
I think, that's a loaded term. I would feel decent about it. 7 or less.
I was just curious what you deem to be.
Obviously, we beat Greenfield. I think one year when for people remember Tate Hall, we beat them when he was a senior. I think we trailed by 10 at the end of the third quarter. Got a couple buckets there to start the fourth quarter, if my memory serves me correct, and they kind of tightened up, and we ended up coming back and winning that game. So kind of just depends on the situation. One thing that we do have some guys who can shoot the basketball. So
like that right there.
When you hit threes, some things can turn relatively quickly. Got to do better on transition defense.
Yeah, Hume slays that one in.
Just cannot give up that easy a bucket.
Just like that, the Cougars are up 10 here on the Royals.
Missed a couple shots here. Now it's important we get a good one. Get a little dribble handoff action.
I want to see him just go up with that. Powers just didn't, but Luke with the offensive board. Luke with the putback, no, gets another offensive board. Eli comes up with the loose ball. Rutherford for 3, and Caleb drills the 3.
Big shot right there.
It's a huge shot from
Now,
Rutherford.
what did we get on the foul?
Hinton again with the push.
Is it our ball?
That's going to be our ball.
For a second there, I was worried that they were going to call that a Luke Manship. I did not see the foul.
I didn't either.
I saw him in the vicinity, and I was like, okay, that's not going to be good. But I don't know what happened right there.
That's the second time that Hinton and –
Was that Hinton that got the
Hinton
foul right
that got
there?
the foul, that he and Luke have both kind of tangled and –
Yeah, I imagine Coach Wayer's not overly happy. That's just something that's really frustrating. That's frustrating as a coach.
Luke can't get the basket, but does get the foul. That one goes on Cole Mullins, his second.
A little detail from that last possession. The Royals had 4 offensive rebounds in the first half, and they just got 3 on that possession. So they now are up to 7 offensive rebounds for the game.
That's if you give yourself chances to score, that's important. Give yourself second chances. That and turnovers are crucial, because you're giving yourself one way or the other, either not giving yourself an opportunity to score or giving yourself an extra.
So basically a 4-point possession there from Eastern Hancock.
Nope.
Clay Mullins will take the 3. No good.
Yep, he did. Luke's got to turn and pivot and just kind of see what's in front of him. Just slow down just a little bit. I know he is capable of rebounding and going. Just got to hesitate just a second to see what's going on.
Yeah, Van and Evans forced that travel on Luke Manship right there. They had pressure once he got the rebound.
Mullins again for 3, and Cole Mullins with his second 3 of the game.
That's where, that's a turnover. What we just talked about, offensive rebounds versus turnovers. That's a great pass by Luke.
Boom.
That is a great pass.
Rutherford with another 3, his 4th of the game.
That was set up by Luke, getting downhill, drawing the defense and kicking.
When they were pressuring him up top, Mullins again for 3. Mullins answers. That's Cole Mullins.
I'd really like to see us close out on him a little bit harder.
And Van's just excited that he got the timeout called that time.
That's the second time tonight that he has stolen the ball in about the same location. Tried the first time in the first half to get a timeout.
and didn't
that time he got it.
Well, that was Zach Stevens. You know what I'm going to blame that on right there? If Zach had kept playing JV quarterback longer than 1 year, then he would have gotten that pass over the fingertips of Van. That was a little rusty at the JV quarterback position.
Van has some good length. You always got to be careful with kids who are long and athletic. Things that appear to be open are not necessarily open, and that was a situation right there. We got a 9-point game, and this is kind of what we talked about this last 4 or 5 minutes. Just keep it in striking distance, and see if we can get this game. Because I think if it's a game in the last 3-4 minutes, the pressure's on Greenfield, not on Eastern Hancock, and I think that's in our favor.
Van with the ball screen roll. Mullins again.
Mullins is feeling it. Heat check, no.
That was a complete design right there that they had set up, looking to get him a shot.
And
the thing with Mullins, he's a left-hander, and he has a high release and pretty decent size, so he could get shots off. So you really got to close out and get into him to see him not get shots off.
Royals looking to get a stop here.
Evans gets fancy, can't get it to go. Stevens with the rebound. I like the push. I like this pace here when we pick it up. Good things have happened for us when we've gotten transition.
There you go, hit it. Nice fake, Caleb.
Rutherford with the long two.
Caleb's done a nice job, and that's really important. When he put that, he's hit some shots here tonight, so they're going to close out him hard. Just a little shot fake, one dribble, get that 16-footer to go down. And now they have to be a little more cautious now on the close.
Mullins and Rutherford having a little battle right here.
Well, that's
the other Mullins.
What that set up right there, Zach right there was trying to help Caleb. Caleb got in a mismatch, and Zach was kind of over-helping, and bingo.
Zach
Nice
Stevens
pass.
for three. Assisted there by Powers.
Scoring is picked up this quarter. At least it seems like. The
Yep.
ball's going in the basket a lot on both ends.
Got it back down to 6.
Both these teams can really shoot the ball. It's really fun to watch. These teams just keep shooting it. As I say that, never mind.
Van could have gone right back to the rim. I think he kind of lost track of where he was on the floor.
His length tonight has been a difference. He, I know it's not, I think he traveled right there.
Yeah, Evans with the turnaround.
I thought he traveled right there. It'd be interesting to see. I don't know if we pick that up on the replay at some point, but nice pass. That was I'm not sure he didn't get fouled.
Yeah. Mullins, but Zach Stevens catches back up to him and gets the steal, and then he gets the timeout call.
Now, what I like right there from Zach is that's a hustle play. We have something happening. We get the ball in transition. I think it was a scramble after a missed shot. Now, that's where you have a difference between winning and losing, because right now it's 47-39. They're in the fast break. If they get a layup right now, it's 49-39. So that's a 10-point. So we can come down here. That could be a 4-point swing. Those are types of things that it's not necessarily if we end up winning tonight, nobody's going to look back in the third quarter, 2:42 left, and think, oh, that was a great play. But those are the things that add up over time in a basketball game.
We were talking about Malachi Van earlier. He's only averaging around 5 points per game and only has 2 tonight, but his length and athleticism gave the Royals some trouble.
Yeah, especially with us, that we don't have a lot of length, so that's going to make a difference for them. But he's one of those role guys for them that have done a good job tonight. Talked about guys who do the little things, and I think he's done some of those for Greenfield tonight. We're struggling to get it in right there.
5-second call there.
Coach Wayer, that's as a coach, that's something that gets you excited when your kids defend, and that got Coach Wayer excited right there. And we just didn't, kind of the same type of thing. They were switching screens. We didn't cut hard enough to get open.
Clay Mullins to Cole. Van hands back off to Cole, and Cole hits his third three of the quarter.
I think we really need to crowd him. Like I said, he's got good length. He's the lefty. I think we need to crowd him and take away that jump shot.
Luke's going to answer, just too strong. Eli's going to pick up the foul, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
And that's where, again, Eli's used to being able to get that tip.
Yeah.
But when you've got Wyatt Freeman there, who's 6'5", between you and the ball, he's not going to be able to get that tip.
That's just where, those types of things where you got to be smart with your fouls. Some fouls are worth it, some are not.
Now, Luke's done a good job this half of staying out of foul trouble.
Yes, he has not picked up another foul.
So Eli have 3 now?
Yeah, both manships with 3.
I think what it is we get to the fourth quarter where they both still have 3, I think it'll be good. He's going to shoot again.
From the logo, Cole Mullins with his 4th of the quarter and his 5th of the game.
Again, I think this is a good timeout for Coach Bechtel. If you don't watch, it can get away from you really quick. That is a full timeout, so Coach Bechtel wants some time. I think what we're going to have to do right now is we're going to have to chase him, make him put the ball on the floor, because right now he is in a groove. He's got a stroke going, and you're going to have to live with what he does on the bounce. I don't think we can afford to give him any open looks.
Yeah, this third quarter by him is mainly why the Royals are down 12 right now. 14.
Yeah, he's got 12 this quarter just on three-pointers.
They're all threes,
yeah.
and to my knowledge, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember him dribbling the ball this half.
No, not
in
the half court. No, it's all been catch and
shoot. So we're going to have to crowd him and make him put it on the floor. Sometimes you just have to live with the results. You can't take away everything. And right now I'd live with what he does on the bounce.
Yeah, you think about it, we're not even done with the third quarter. They've hit 9 threes as a team. Now, we've answered with...
We have shot the ball well, too, tonight.
We've hit 7.
Yeah, we've shot the ball.
8, sorry.
In this type of game, just the little things are going to matter. And still, in the last minute 36, like if we get a bucket here and get it around single digits heading into the fourth quarter, we give ourselves a chance to win.
If anybody's watching from the girls' game, I'd love some updates in the chat, letting us know what the score of the girls' game is, too. Rutherford with the floater.
Love it. That's another thing. Like I said, he's hit some shots, and now on the closeout, they have to get there. So he's made a couple little moves off the dribble.
He's got a career high of 16 now.
He's done a nice job tonight. That is now Greenfield. Cole right there. Cole Mullins did a great job. He recognized they're gonna really get in there. They're gonna overextend on him. So he found the cutter, the roll guy. And now he's going to go on the dribble.
Powers knocks him across the wrist, and that's going to send Cole Mullins to the line.
And for those of you watching at home, that is when you can do both. You can both shoot the ball and you can put it on the floor. It becomes a very hard guard.
Yep.
I know, sometimes as a fan you look and say, why are we letting him have so many open shots, or why did he go right around us? Well, it's difficult to guard.
When he's hit 4 threes this quarter.
Yeah, you don't want him to hit any more, and so we over-closed out a little bit there. But on the other side of the floor, they kind of did that with Caleb a couple of times, and he's put the ball on the floor, got a couple buckets.
Mullins sinks them both there. Somebody asked if there's a way to watch from home. If you're talking about the girls' game, it is on IHSA TV. Edgewood streams from their huddle camera. So 16-point deficit right now. Big possession. Powers drives. Would have liked to see him just go up with that. I think he had a decent angle still.
Greenfield's done a nice job on Caden. since there he got a bucket right there. I was just talking, Greenfield since early has done a nice job on Caden. I'd like to see Caden going on the dribble right there, but they've not getting hit any good looks since the first quarter.
Lewis with great defense there on Clay Mullins.
Yep. And there,
now here's the key on that. We made him put it on the floor. If he could have just caught and shot it, he has a lot better chance. But when he put it on the floor, percentages go way down.
So 14-point quarter for him. Aaron, it's time for our Dave's Express Care Car Wash and Grill trivia question.
Okay.
I got one for you. How many schools in Indiana use Cougars for their nickname?
Oh.
That's my big question. How many?
Do we get an over or under?
I don't know. You just guess. How many Cougars are there in Indiana?
I am going to go with 7.
7 Cougars in Indiana. Lincoln, what do you think? How many Cougars?
I'll go with 9.
By the way, I can't hear you because your mic is way far away from your.
I'll go with 9.
I'm going to go with 9. So that's our Dave's trivia question. We did this for Pirates the other night when we played down at Greensburg, and it was only 3 Pirates.
Oh, really?
So
yeah, that sounds about right.
Because you have some Buccaneers and things like that. But
I bet you, though, I could tell you, I could almost say without even knowing, speaking of nicknames, Thad Mata's alma mater, their nickname, I bet you nobody else in the country has that one.
Well, I don't know where his alma mater is.
Hoopeston, Illinois.
The Corn Jerkers.
That is exactly right. The Corn Jerkers.
I didn't know Thad Mata was from Hoopeston.
Thad Mata is their most famous son.
Illinois has the best nicknames. They've got Hoopeston Corn Jerkers. They've got the Centralia Orphans. And they've got 2 schools that are the Bunnies.
Not sure why you'd want to be an orphan, but Coach Bechtel's won the foul. We isolated, got the ball to Luke Manship in the post. He wanted the foul, did not get it, and Greenfield's going the other way.
Manship there with the strong board. Gets it tapped away from him.
Nice.
And one.
That's a really strong move by Caden right there. Really liked, he used his body, kind of got a little separation, able to finish around the rim.
That hopefully can be the start of a big Royals run.
Now
and there's a Luke Lewis charge.
Now, here's the situation right now. We are 7 minutes to go in the game. If we could get a couple buckets right here, get it into single digits, as I mentioned, I think that the pressure will move to Greenfield.
Wearing number 32, looking like Luke Morris out there drawing a charge.
Oh.
Looked like that was off GC.
I thought the same thing. I thought that was off them. Obviously, I'm all the way across the floor, so I can't really make a good analogy, but it sure looked like it went off Greenfield that time. That's the, oh.
Like 3 back-to-back not agreeing with calls for Coach Bechtel. I don't know if I agree with the refs either, but
yeah, right now we can't get caught up in the officials. Yeah. We just got to play. Get rebounds, get a bucket, keep it close.
Right now they're missing shots. It's a perfect time for us to make some. Good attack by Caleb. Kick to Luke Manship.
Yes, sir.
Nothing but net.
Really nice. Caleb broke the defense down, got the ball in the lane, kicked it out for Luke. Now we got it in single digits. Now the pressure can start shifting to Greenfield. We just got to keep playing, keep getting stops, Keep getting rebounds.
Yeah, we got 2 stops in a row. Oh, that's a really good. That's pretty impressive.
I know Coach Bechtel wanted to travel. I did not think he traveled that time. It's one of those Euro type things. I think we rushed that a little bit.
Oh. Van's going to go out of bounds. Powers fell. A little bit of a scramble there for the Royals, but it worked out in their favor. They trail by 11, 5:50 to go.
Now it's important here we don't get impatient. There's 6 minutes to play, and it's going to be really important we get sure we're not in hurry mode yet. Got to make sure we get good shots each time down the floor. Nice move. Didn't quite get the finish.
That's happened to Powers a couple times.
Yeah, he's had some good.
Good touch
nice.
to the rim. Oh my goodness.
That's tough play. I mean, he put the ball on the floor. Brennan did a nice job closing on, made him play it. That's just not a whole lot you're going to do. That's good defense. He just hit a shot. He's kind of feeling it now, and just made a play.
Good pass into Manship. Oh.
Yeah, we've had a few that just didn't go down. Caden had 1 or 2. Eli right there with a shot around the wind. We didn't get it. Those are the type of ones we want to go down if we want to give ourselves a chance.
Mullins to Mullins.
Mullins for 2.
Nice job by Eli. Getting that bucket right back.
Who was that entry pass? I
believe Caden Powers made the pass. Good look, ran the floor, got it right back.
Evans in the corner. Evans hits another 3. Well, I was gone there. We had a lot of guesses on our trivia. Next dead ball, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Good pass, but deflected. Oh, nice extra one over to Eli. Can't get it to go. Van's going to pick up the foul. Now, our trivia question was how many schools in Indiana use Cougars for their nickname? You guessed 7. Lincoln, what'd you guess?
9. Eli missed the first.
You got guesses. I think that's Starcy Headley said 13. Roscoe Shelby said 11. How many Cougars are there in Indiana?
Now, here's the and Rita, how do we know these people at home? Can you AI that and get a correct answer? Can you Google that?
Probably.
So I wonder, how many people Googled it on their phone?
Well, some people are cheaters. I typically say you should go with what you know. Good job by Lewis.
That's a really nice play by Lewis.
Yes, it was.
And he tried to throw it off of him. I think they just ruled he had already stepped out of bounds.
If you watch there on the replay, his foot was on the line when he landed.
It was a good presence of mind to try to get it that way. It'll be interesting when Greenfield puts it in the kind of the freezer right now, where they stop taking jump shots and just convert to layups.
3 seconds on Humes, I think.
He never signaled anything. He just whistled and pointed.
I'm not sure what the call was there.
Yeah, you said 3 seconds, but he never signaled it. Hey, quit pulling on the rail.
Oh,
okay. You're moving my camera.
Oh.
Powers off the mark. Humes with another rebound. Kate Myers says varsity girls score Edgewood 53, Eastern Hancock 43. I don't know if that's final or not. There's no quarter there.
Edgewood's a nice team, so that.
Yep.
That's tough going, on a Saturday night, an hour and a half away, playing a tough team. Sounds like we've competed.
5, Clay Mullins hasn't hit a 3 tonight, which is kind of a specialty, but been pretty effective from 2-point range.
Final was 53-46. We lost, so.
Sounds like we competed well. Obviously, I wasn't there, but like I said, it's tough going an hour and a half away against a good team. So I'm sure it's a really good experience for the girls. Heading, we're getting in January. We're moving towards sectional time.
Powers with a spin move and puts it up and in.
Nice play there by Caden.
He's had a lot of those really good moves to his left hand. They just haven't been able to fall a whole lot tonight.
Yeah, got that one to go.
Yeah. 69-53 here. Cougars lead with 2.5 to go.
Like I said, I'm really curious on when they're going to take layups only. And we may have this at this timeout. Coach Wayer may elect to tell his kids that we're going to take layups only. I think at this point, taking jump shots is counterproductive for them.
Yeah. So our question, how many Cougars are there in Indiana? Got a lot of good guesses here. Correct answer, 14.
Oh, wow.
I don't think
Double mine.
Kathy Engelking said 12. Starcy Headley said 13, so she was the closest there.
Starcy was the closest.
So 14 schools use Cougars in the IHSA.
We'll see what Greenfield does out of this timeout. Now they're shooting it, but if they shoot it, we got to make sure we get the rebound. We've got to make sure we get the rebound.
Yep. Stevens comes in for Lewis.
Lewis had good minutes there. I thought he played a very solid defense.
Yeah, Lewis has had a good game.
I thought Luke all year long has just given us solid minutes. He's done a nice job in his first kind of varsity role.
My wife just messaged, said Butler Bulldogs were the second place at cheerleading national championships. Luke Manship knocks down a 3.
See, that's where I would say from Greenfield's standpoint, they had the ball out of bounds with 2:23, 69-53. At this point, I think
layups and free throws, right?
Layups and free throws. Whereas now it's instead of a 16-point game, it's a 13-point game. Ball's out of bounds underneath, which is always more difficult getting it into the forecourt. So crazier things have happened. So we just got to keep playing, see what'll happen. And see if maybe they'll shoot again or we can force a turnover.
Yeah. Well, now you start looking at who do you foul? Who do you foul? You look at the trying to see who all's on the court for them. Clay Mullins, 94% free throw shooter. I don't think you want to foul Clay. Cole's only a 56% free throw shooter. But the way he shot the 3 tonight, I don't know that you want to foul him either.
No, I think he's way too confident at this point.
Humes is 50% on the season.
Humes is a great, and I think
Humes and Evans are both right around 50%. Isaac Roberts at 63.
Yeah, Van is not in the game. Is he in the game?
Van's not in the game.
He is. He's the 75%, but he's only shot 8 this year.
Yeah.
So, he's not been there a whole lot. So,
and we've only got 1 foul, so we've got.
Yeah, we could be really aggressive right here. I would try to force a turnover in the forecourt. Once it get down, I'd really go after it. Now, Greenfield
he thought about that too.
He wished he could have, but thought better of it, and I think it was probably a wise decision.
Mullins gets out of that one, into Humes into the paint. Back over to Clay, and they're swinging around. Under 90 seconds to go. Eli jumps out, picks up his 4th foul.
I'm expecting maybe a 1-2-2 trap at some point, maybe, just to pick up the pressure a little bit.
I'm not sure we have that in the arsenal, do we?
I mean, we run it.
I just bet if I'm not sure if.
As Eli just fouled out there.
Yeah, at this point you can't be. You got to be aggressive after the ball, and you got to go. Can't worry about how many fouls you have at this point.
Mullins can't find anybody.
And then
nice deflection there by Lewis.
Made it difficult. And the good thing about that, we've moved it to the half court now. The full court. Just gives us a little more area to trap and take some chances.
Oh, that one wasn't good. As they flip it up ahead to Clay Mullins. Lewis is going to return, not quite with the favor. Nearly return the favor. Luke with the steal.
Interception.
And Luke with the basket. Humes swinging around, under 50 to play now.
Oh, go get it again.
Another steal for Luke.
Downhill. And one.
Just can't get it to go.
We did what we needed to do. We got it down. The only thing, maybe possibly, if you drive and you can find an open three-point shooter, maybe kick it out looking for an open three.
Not that it really matters at this point in the game, but Cole Mullins has 3 fouls.
Yeah, unless we can get it to overtime, probably didn't have it, but.
Would have been nice if he could have 3 fouls when he was on that streak of shooting.
It's Luke's 12th point of the game.
How many rebounds does he have?
I lost track when I had to take my son on a bathroom break.
I'm sure he has a double-double.
Yeah, he had 9 at one point.
I think at this point, I think we're. Coach is going to paint us. Coach Ware wants to make sure there's no
confusion, because twice now they've tried throwing a kind of a lazy skip pass, and Luke's just stepped in and picked it off.
That's.
And I think they were in a position there where they looked uncomfortable again.
Yeah,
so
he wants to make sure there's no doubt.
Yep. So.
You never want to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory.
Exactly.
So I think that was reason for Coach Ware's timeout right there.
The Royals will be back in action. Got another double weekend next weekend. They'll travel to Monroe Central on Friday before hosting the Shenandoah Raiders on Saturday. Both of those teams are undefeated in MEC play, but I think they play tonight. They play.
I always got that film sometime this weekend, so my guess is
I think they play tonight.
Well, can you click out here? If I find my phone, I can tell you.
And then Greenfield back in action. They play Shortridge and Shelbyville next weekend, both of them on the road.
Shelbyville's gym is pretty cool, isn't it? I think we
it
played
is a nice gym.
Bill Garrett Gymnasium.
That's where we always played the girls semi-state.
Yeah, that's what I was
a couple times we played in the semi-state.
Yep, they got a nice gym, nice facilities down there. They got a good team this year too.
They do have a nice team.
Royals looking to get a deflection or a steal here. Get it to Clay Mullins.
And he throws it away. Powers with another steal.
Pull up 3.
Drills it.
There we go.
Lewis with the foul.
No, actually, Shenandoah and Monroe Central played the last night. Monroe Central won by 4.
Luke Lewis, his third, team fourth.
Little conference play there.
Yeah, this coming up this next weekend is always, in conference play, is always a huge weekend. You're playing 2 teams that are decent teams, or a lot of times are good teams. And
well, Monroe Central's kind of been all over the place this year. They've played really well. They've played some games that the scores are closer than I thought they would be.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But they just keep finding ways to win.
looks like they're 10-2.
Yeah, that's
with losses to Winchester, which that's a little interesting, and Frankton, which Frankton has a nice team this year.
That's what I mean. But they just find ways to win. Now that Winchester one, I think that was county tourney. Sometimes you get some
weird game times or situations.
Mm-hmm.
But next weekend, big weekend for the Royals.
We ever had a Hancock County tourney at the varsity level?
Yes, we sure have.
Lewis is going to bank in the 3 at the end.
That's going to make it 6-point game to
Yep.
end it.
As he hits that, but 72-66 is the final score here from Greenfield. The Greenfield-Central Cougars victorious here tonight.
Yeah, I thought Eastern Hancock did a nice job tonight just competing. Probably didn't do quite enough to give ourselves a realistic chance to win in the fourth quarter. Got close there at times. Just couldn't quite string enough good things together. But I thought overall played well, did some really good things, and it's something that could build on it as we head toward the second half, moving into sectional time.
So, again, big weekend coming up. We got a lot of games coming up this week. The girls have home games Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah,
they got Northeastern on Tuesday, and then
Daleville.
The conference championship on Thursday against the Daleville Broncos.
And that was a legitimate. I believe both teams are undefeated, if my memory serves me correct.
Both teams undefeated in conference play, and both teams are done playing anybody else. So literally conference championship game.
You don't get anything more than that, so
and then,
that'll be fun.
And then we'll be at Monroe Central. We will have that game on Friday night for the boys, and then home against Shenandoah.
Yep.
We'll have that game as well. So busy week, but a lot of stuff for you guys to watch next week for the Eastern Hancock Royals. I've got some final stats here. I'll start with the Greenfield-Central Cougars. They were led in scoring by Cole Mullins. He had 24. Blake Evans was 17. Clay Mullins had 12. Isaiah Humes was 7. Isaac Roberts with 8. Malachi Van had 4. And I believe that was all of it if I got my scoring right. For the Royals, Powers ended up with 22. Then Caleb Rutherford, career high 16. Luke Manship had 13. Luke Lewis with 5. Eli Manship with 5. Trueblood had 2. And Stevens had 3. So, Aaron, you get to pick now. I think we let Aaron pick. I think Lincoln got to pick one earlier this year. Our Paxton Farms player of the game. So who are you picking for our Paxton Farms Sweet Corn player of the game?
Well, I think I will go tonight, and I don't know if he's had it this year. But Caleb Rufford, I thought, did some nice things, hit some shots, some key shots. And what I was especially impressed with him as they countered with some good closeouts. He had some pull-up jump shots and had a good game tonight. I think I'll go with him. Could make certainly a great argument for Caden Powers. Could make an argument for Luke Manship, but I'm going to go with Caleb tonight.
All right, good choice. So, again, final score here, 72-66. The Greenfield-Central Cougars are victorious. Eastern Hancock falls to 6-5 on the season. Greenfield moves to 7-5 on the season. So good luck to the Cougars the rest of the way. Like I said, good luck to the Royals. Coach Bechtel's going to get his crew back on track next week. I can just feel it. So thanks for tuning in tonight. Aaron, thanks for being here and helping me out.
Yeah.
I always sound you always make our broadcast sound a whole lot smarter.
Well, that's not good to hear if that I'm making it smarter.
I didn't say better looking. I said smarter. So
yeah,
thanks.
I hope everybody enjoys a little bit extra, at least school-wise. Those of us maybe get Monday off, so not sure our listeners will, but at least us school people will.
All right. So thank you, and go Hoosiers.